Hey, welcome everybody. Thank y'all for joining us, the Sunshine Shoulders and the panel. I'm Calvin. Thank the NTZ crew for everything you do to make this a safe and respectable live stream. Every Tuesday we have the panel, and what we're trying to do is we're just trying to bring some faces to a lot of our viewers and subscribers, introduce them to you, let them tell you their connection to the Philippines, give a little background information. So right now we've got four guests. I'm going to start with you, Bobby G. Kind of give us a little background information.
Hey, what's up, Calvin? How's everybody else doing on the panel? So my connection to the Philippines is that I want to move there one day, obviously. And with that in mind, I found your channel looking for information. So since then, I put a plan in action to, be able to retire and make that move one day. That's where I'm at.
Where you live, Bobby?
I live in, actually, it's Aurora, Colorado. It's a suburb of Denver. And I've been here about 22 years now, originally from Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, good. What type of work do you do? If you don't mind, if you want to disclose that.
Yeah, I work for the city and county of Denver in the parks department, do a lot of various different things. It's been a good job, but man, believe me when I say I'm ready to jump off that hamster wheel, man. I about had my share,
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to the next up we got is Phil Cooper and his wife, Donna. What's up, Phil? Philip? We got Philip and his wife, Donna.
I think his microphone's muted.
Phil, your microphone is muted. Phil, you and Donna. Oh, okay. Well, let's go to Wes.
What's up, man? You're right, Calvin. How are you?
Information.
Okay, well, I've been following your channel now for about a year and a half, I believe. I had a Filipina come into my life. I've never met her yet. As you know, that I've recently just proposed to her. So it's a little bit crazy because obviously, as you mentioned, we've not met. So yeah, it's interesting. But I've been coming to your channel for advice, for the nitty-gritty, and it's been awesome. But I'm over here in the UK, in the Midlands, and I've got a cleaning business. And I'm currently training to do cybersecurity, which it should, fingers crossed, allow me to work anywhere in the world eventually if I need to. So the Philippines. Wow. That's fingers crossed. So I've just started learning that since the whole Filipina came into my life. So at least it gives me the options to move. So
well, good.
Yeah, that's me.
I tell you what, Wes, you shocked me. I thought I was going to get some cringy video when you sent that to my email. It was actually a touching video, man, to be honest with you. If you haven't went by there and saw this video, it's well done. I mean, I told myself, I said, this guy's either the most romantic chap on the planet or a damn fool. I haven't figured it out yet, but he put together a pretty good video. And Filipinos, what I know, they love a romantic man. They love romance. So he's in there on that department. Okay, the next guy we got is Philip Cooper and his wife, Donna. Philip, are you going to join us today? Philip's microphone is off. Your microphone is off, Phil. I'm trying to unmute it, but I can't. Philip Cooper. Okay, we'll go to the next one. We'll go to, how you pronounce this? Alpina or Alpina?
Alpina.
Okay, Alpina, give us a little background information.
I'm from Los Angeles, California. Let's see. Been to the Philippines a few times. Uh, First time been there was 2013.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when's the last time you've been here before?
My last time was actually last year, December.
What?
December. I went in December and then stayed, till like the middle of January.
Oh, until the pandemic struck.
Yeah, this was in the pandemic. This was last year.
Okay. So do
Going,
you have a Filipino girlfriend or?
yeah. Well, I mean, she ain't my girlfriend no more. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we married now. We married. We got one kid.
Oh
Been
wow.
married about 7 years.
Oh, so
Yeah,
she's in the States. So she's in the States.
yeah. She over here with me. We kicking it.
That's good. Yeah, that's good stuff. How old are you, by the way? You look young.
42, sir.
Yeah. You at that good prime age. You right there. So yeah, you made a good decision. Actually, hell, y'all been together since you were 35, man. I have to say you one of them early bloomers, man.
What I mean, I'm another one. What I'm saying, I've been all around the world, been in the military. You know what I'm saying, and when I got out, like you, done some traveling, and you know, I I kind of thought I was a late bloomer actually, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we got Victor and his wife Eileen. This is actually first time we've ever met Eileen. Victor, old school. He's been on here a couple of times. Give us a little bit of your story, Vic. How you met? How long you been together?
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Good morning.
What's up?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay, the mic is working together. We met 12 years ago, and we've been married for 10 years. I've been doing contracting since I got out of the military, so I'm an actual government contractor.
Oh,
Did y'all meet on a website or did you meet in person?
No, we met online when I was working in Germany, when she was working
Oh,
in
okay.
another nation.
What site? What site was it?
Shit, I don't even know, man. That was,
Military companion.
oh, that's what that was. Military companion. That's what she said. I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I've never heard of that.
That's my first time doing the online thing.
Oh,
It's
okay.
my first time doing that, and I met him through that.
Is there an age gap? Because y'all look about the same age. Well, actually,
I just look young.
no. I'm sorry. You don't. But I'm just saying, y'all don't look like you got you don't look crazy. If somebody saw y'all on the street, they wouldn't do a double take.
I look young.
Yeah. What's the age gap?
I'm 51.
And I'm 39.
39?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're saying, man. See, that's what I'm saying. That's a great combination right there. My girlfriend is 39, as a matter of fact. But so y'all have any children?
Yeah, we have.
Where's the man? Macio,
Mine's
let this see real quick.
Okay. Now, where's your wife from, Vic?
Nevada's, Manila, Metro Manila.
right now we're in the.
He said, "Where are you from?"
Now, a lot of my viewers, they've heard a lot of bad stuff about that Metro Manila area. What's it really like? I've never lived there. I've visited a few times. I've never lived there. What's it like up there?
Well, we don't live there now. They used to live there. We live in Laguna, Calamba, and we just bought a new house in Cavite that we'll be moving to, and probably by the end of November we'll be moving to the new house.
Yeah. So how far is that from? How far is Laguna from Manila?
It's like an hour away.
Oh wow, an hour. Now, Eileen, let me ask you this: since you met Vic, does any of your friends and relatives are they interested in meeting foreigners now? Because I know Vic treats you well. He probably spoiled you. I saw that car that you got, and I said, "Well, hell, he done spoiled his wife. He bought a car.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
Amen.
So does any of your friends or family, do they want to meet foreigners? Or are they already married to them already, Eileen?
Some of my family members are already married, but we're talking about that all the time before. And it's really true that being with a foreign nationality gives you better life. That's true. And especially when you have kids, like I was a single mom before, they treat foreign nationality treat your kid like their own. That's the main thing about it. Unlike some of them, Filipino, if you're going to be with Filipinos, well, it will be a big problem. So that's the main thing.
What kind of challenges? What kind of challenges do y'all have?
Challenges when it comes to our marriage.
Yeah, what kind of challenges do y'all have?
We do got plenty of challenges since we've been married for 10 years. Because we've been away for so long. I was working during the 3 years of our marriage. I was in Bahrain and he was in Abu Dhabi working. So it's really difficult not to see him all the time, especially because that's our first year of our marriage. I'm very jealous.
Yeah, that's a whole other video.
Yeah,
because now, okay, after my live stream, I'm going to this therapeutic pool that they have here. It's heated and everything like that. So it's a young lady that's taking us up there and bringing us back in her van. So I told them, y'all go ahead and then have her come back and pick me up. Now, this is a family friend, by the way. My wife said, no, I'm going to ride my motorcycle. I'll come and get you. And I'm like, so you're going to ride your motorcycle all the way there, come back and get me, take me back, and then come back again. I said, no, you're doing too much. Being jealous.
That's
Buck is next. I think we all know his story. Put your PayPal up here, Buck, because they want to get you a haircut.
I don't have no PayPal. I told you I got a Cash App. Y'all want to Cash App it to me? Yeah, I got Cash App. That's what I got.
What's up, Buck? Where you from, man? Give us some information.
If everybody don't know me, who don't know me? I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. I don't know what information you want. Just Jackson, Mississippi. That's where I'm from.
Are you married?
You know I'm not married, Cal.
No, I really don't, Buck. Honestly, I don't know.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know. I mean, you 48 years old. You never been married before?
Oh, yeah. I was married a long time ago. Yeah. I had a wife back in the day.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know, you were married before. What happened? She left you for a better looking man?
Well, you know what, man? You can't win them all, Cal, but I guess she had enough for me. She got up out of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you, man.
It happens, brother. It happens. But, you know, it was irreconcilable differences mostly. You know, my wife is one of them new age women. She was too liberating for me. I like traditional women. She's not really traditional. She on an independent thing. She want to try to be equal, 50-50. She boss up too much for me, so we just couldn't get along.
Yeah. Now, does anybody on my panel, I know Vic lives here. Anybody on my panel have any plans of living here permanently? Are you going to be like Alpina? He took his wife back to the States.
We coming back, though.
Have any plans on living in the Philippines permanently?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's the big dream right there.
It's 50-50.
A different pace of life. You know, hey, if I don't like it, I can always come back.
Yeah. How'd you find out about the Philippines, Bobby? I never asked you that.
Just, I was on dialysis for 5 years, and most of the nurses were Filipinas. And just talking with them and their demeanor and their kindness, just, you know, like the light came on. So that's what
Yeah.
we started it.
Oh, okay. Well, we've got uh, Lazy Eye Nate and his wife. What's your wife's name, Lazy Eye Nate?
Do you want to say your name, my love?
I'm not gonna say my real name. Hi everyone. Good evening.
Oh, okay.
I'll just say my usual name in online. My name is Ayuki. Hello everyone.
Good morning.
And I'm Nate.
Now, Lazy Eye Nate, he's got y'all. He said y'all got a pretty unique story that y'all met and got married in 2 weeks. Is that right?
That's right. You want to explain on me, my love?
You can go ahead and explain it, but
Well,
Okay, yeah. Tell us. We want to hear that story because
well, I'll go way back.
it happens a lot, by the way.
Yeah, I'll go way back, like way back in the day. So I was born and raised in England. Moved over here when I was like 10. Stayed here for 2 years. US. My mom got divorced. Then I moved back to England. I came back when I was 17 because I missed it. Then I got in a relationship from when I was about 21 to 30 with another woman. And, no tune-ups, Cal, for a few years. We had to go.
Wow.
2 years, man. What are you gonna do? Right?
but you were with her for how many months?
I was still living with the other lady. We were on a lease and all that good stuff. But yeah. So a man's got to do what a man's got to do. He's got to look elsewhere, right? So not the best idea while living with someone. But then I don't know the website we met on, but we met on some website, and yeah, pretty much.
Is it Scout or something?
Scout.
Now where did you meet your wife? What website?
It was Scout, but they changed the name. I'm not quite sure. And I had the Scout since I was still in the Philippines, but that app, that application wasn't. I didn't expect it was a dating app here in the US. I thought because in the Philippines we use that for like a group, like a lot of people meet up, but it's like a community. It's not really. I use that app not really to date, but to meet new friends, like as a community. So when I got here, my app was still on my phone, so I tried it. Maybe it's still the same because I'm like, what do you call that? You don't know anything in the US. How do you say that word? I forgot the word.
You're naive.
Yeah, kind of naive, yes. Because I don't know what's going on in the US when I first got here. So yeah, I used the app and then I met him. At first, I don't really want to like date because I don't know how men is in the US and I'm not used to it. I have no background in any type of men outside my country, of course. And yeah, so but my friends in the office where I worked at.
You want to hear the real nitty gritty, so we're gonna tell you the real nitty gritty.
So you are. What kind of visa was you on?
Me?
Your wife to get into America.
No, I was petitioned by my family.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there wasn't any like fiance visa, so I got here clean by myself.
Yeah. So you met over there, so you didn't have to go through all the rigmarole or anything. Just got married.
Yeah.
So what was it about him that? What was it about it that made y'all get married so quick?
I don't know. For me, it was just a test because I don't know men in here in this country. So I was like testing if a man is gonna be like real to you. So I just said, he asked first. You asked first, right? We met for like a week. We're not really. Did we? Is that called dating?
I don't know. We were doing something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because my office mates was like saying, just give it to a guy from someone here. Just give it, like, the, what do you call that?
Yeah, the tune-up.
The tune up. There we go.
Oh,
I don't want to do the tune up with any men here, because I was like, I don't know men here. So luckily he was the first one who tried it, and then he never left me. I was like, I just wanna do a one night stand tune up. It's not really like for real, but he didn't leave. So I was like, dude, you can go home now. But he was like,
Wow.
I like you.
You must have had the real. She got the real tune up. You must be a pretty good mechanic.
I guess so.
Well, no tune-up in 2 years.
Wrong on that thing.
You're gonna have to look somewhere else, right?
Hey, thanks for the super chat, Sean. He says, too many divas, Karens, and Walmart whales in America. Cal, glad I have a Filipino. Yeah, you got a good one too, Sean. You got one of the good ones. You better hold on to her. Okay, now we've got Phil and his wife Donna on here. What's up, Phil? What's up, Phil? Well, I think that Phil, can you hear me? Yeah, he's having connection problems, guys.
Might be a brownout.
Is anybody watching me right now still on the hamster wheel?
I'm on it. I'm on the hamster wheel. I'm still on
that
it.
Joker.
Yeah.
I'm stuck on it.
Yeah.
I got 7 more years. I'm jumping off that hoe.
Yeah, I got
Next
5.
Next week, we're going to have a special panel, and it's going to be all people who have already jumped off the hamster wheel. I think it's going to be an interesting live stream because, a lot of my best videos, they don't get a lot of views because, the people, when you're a vlogger in the Philippines, everybody just wants to hear about the women. They don't want to hear about nothing else. So because this is really y'all's channel, I give y'all what y'all want. So, I talk about relationships a whole lot when, in fact, there's so much more here. And that's why I throw in a video like that every now and then for somebody who's like Bobby, who's really going to come over here and want to live.
Yes,
Because
sir.
other videos are like for guys that's going to be here for 2 weeks or a month or something like that. But you're going to be in the Philippines as an expat, man. You got so much to learn about this place.
I think that was one of your best videos, to be honest.
Yeah, thanks, Wes.
Yeah.
What about you, Vic? Have you had any problems assimilating over here, Vic?
No, man, I never had any issues at all. I mean, I can't even really explain it. It's just when I first got here, I was just taken in by everybody, including my family here. So I never really had any issues. I've never been in an argument with anyone here, and I'm out by myself and driving around by myself all the time. So
yeah,
any issues? I never had any issues with the family. Everybody seems to love me, and I don't know. I'm very comfortable here.
So you drive?
Yeah, I drive with. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why my wife likes me to be here because I'm like the chauffeur.
Yeah. Now, if anybody in the comments has a question for any of our panelists, go ahead. I want to ask you something, Wes, real quick.
Yes, sir.
Because you're talking about getting married and bringing your Filipino back to the UK. Do they have a fiance visa there?
They do, yeah. Things in the UK are so strict compared to other countries, especially at the moment with COVID. We're having a right headache trying to figure out how to even meet each other. Now, although the Philippines has just been removed from the red countries list in the UK now, I still can't get her over here because of the issue with immigration and not meeting her at all before. So yeah, it's going to be a tricky one.
Right, but what I want to know is, okay, the United States, we have a K-1 visa. What does the UK have? If you want to bring your Filipino over there, do you have to marry her first, or can you bring her over and then marry her?
You can bring her over as a fiance, or you could bring her over just as a girlfriend, but that's almost impossible that way. It's really difficult to prove for fiance, and you also have to live with each other for 2 years beforehand as well. So that would mean I have to go to the Philippines, live with her for 2 years there, prove that, and then bring her over here just as a fiance, and then prove that I can marry her within 6 months of her being here. So it's really difficult. It's going to be easier if I just go there and then marry her in the Philippines and then apply as a spouse visa.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite technical, and it's gave me a lot of headaches. I'll put it that way.
Okay, Daryl Foremore has a question for Victor and Eileen. He says, Victor, if you are asked a question by your wife and give your opinion, does she respect your opinion or look at your opinion as being negative? He says, how's the communication?
For the most part, yes, she does respect my opinion. It all depends on what it's about and what we're talking about. Sometimes we don't agree on certain topics, but all in all, yeah.
Okay, and I guess what he means by that is, and I'll ask you, Filipinos, they speak basic English, that baseline English rather. They speak it better than me. I speak slang really, and a lot of times my girlfriends and the women I've dealt with over here, they don't understand me half the time. Or if I say something like, girl, you crazy, she'll think that I'm really saying that she's crazy. And take offense to that.
That's true.
You understand?
Yeah, that's true. Actually, like I said earlier, during our first to third year, we're on an adjustment period. So there are some words that I'm having a hard time to understand. Like I'm too sensitive during that time because I'm adjusting with him. But afterwards, after knowing him, after years, eventually I get used to it. Like it's not he really not doesn't mean that word. It's like an expression to him. So everything is good now. So it takes time for Filipinos.
What did you? I'm gonna ask Lazy Eye Nate's wife too. After I asked you, what did you know about foreign men before you start dating Victor? Who told you about foreign men and
Friend Grace.
Yeah, actually, because I was working in Bahrain, and that's my first time going out of the country and working with different foreign nationalities. I'm so shy to talk to them. I'm scared, to be honest. For some reason, I feel scared when somebody tried to approach me and talk to me. And because of my bandmates, my best friend, at the she explained to me everything, and then I started to have lots of foreign nationality friends, and that's it. I guess then I find that interesting. Especially African American.
Oh, okay. Now what is the Filipinos' expression of black men? I mean, impression. What is your impression of black men? Growing up, I know you like the music and and stuff like that, but what is the impression of Filipinos? Because I get this question every single day, even though, I tell them, I say, Filipinos are not that shallow. They really look at your character, and they do. But
My mother-in-law thought I was a drug dealer when she first met me.
Huh?
That's true.
My mother-in-law thought I was a drug dealer when she first met me for the first time.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
What?
Wow.
Are you really that rich? Or
So Lazy Eye Nate, your wife, she said she was a virgin when you met her.
No.
Oh, okay.
I just don't want to try it here.
No, but you were a virgin.
Calvin trying to start some mess. Calvin trying to start some mess, man. Don't listen.
I never tried it in a foreign man. So
Oh, okay, yeah. So you was a virgin to the foreign man, and that's good, because a lot of times, guys, y'all think that's not important, but I don't date, and there's probably a lot of reasons why Filipinos don't date guys like me, but I won't date a Filipino who's already been with a foreigner before. That's just me. I'm funny like that. It might be shallow, but
is that because of comparison, or what's your full reason for that?
Been ran through.
Yeah, it's usually what that is. It's usually like because not just comparison, in those other ways, but I like things to be fresh and new. I want to show her, Boracay. I don't want to date a woman that's already been to Boracay or different places like that. I just want to be special. I want to be the special one.
Yeah.
It's
I get that.
Me like that. Okay. But thank you, King Arthur, for the super chat. He said he didn't recognize Buck without the wife beater T-shirt. Jason Flint said, Calvin, I never knew that. That's the real nitty gritty. Well, what are you talking about, Jason? Yeah, Alpina says we want that fresh water, Jack. Yeah. I just want the experience to be fresh. I want it to be new. It has nothing really against the Filipina. It's really all about me. And my craziness. Sess travel vlogs because Sess is I consider Sess a friend. And if I ever get down that way, I want to interview her. She says, I never compare my ex to my present one. No, that's not what we're really talking about. But, when he takes you somewhere, he probably wants to be the first one to take you. If he does something to you, because this is what I was told by my girlfriend. She says that she never had an orgasm. She only had 2 orgasms till she met me. Okay. Now she has them every night or anytime she wants to. You understand?
Yeah, that's what's up.
So see what I'm saying? I want to be the one to do that. I don't want you to already have all that done and then you can't appreciate what I'm bringing to the table. That's just me.
Gotta bring that meat. Put it on him.
It's just, I don't know.
Hey,
does anybody else have any experience with that? Have anybody on the panel ever dated a Filipino that already has dated a foreigner before?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason. He says, when you said that you don't want a Filipino who was with a foreigner before, you just don't want to park your Mack truck where somebody already parked a Peterbilt. Yeah, that's funny.
Jason Flynn.
That's real, though. I feel the same way.
Jason, quit playing, boy. Jason played too much.
I'm sorry.
Jason's dirty.
Moochie T said, Cal, you crazy. Come on, man, talk about orgasms. Look, man, my channel is an adult channel. That's not, what's the big deal about that?
Yeah,
I don't see anything big about this. What's wrong with that?
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Is there anything wrong with that, Lazy Eye Nate and your wife? That we said orgasm on my channel?
Yeah, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean?
That's right.
I'm busting nuts left and right first time.
Where's Moochie T from?
Ask him, Cal. Ask Moochie T where you from. Moochie T, where you from?
Yeah, I asked him. Yeah, Doug Carr, he said, we're just talking about infrastructure, Cal. Has anybody ever been to Thailand before?
No.
Yeah, I've been there.
Who is this? Alpina?
Yeah. I've been there. Thailand? Thailand's cool, you know.
So if I'm a new guy, and and somebody says here's Thailand and here's the Philippines, which one should I go to?
For a new guy?
Thailand.
Yeah.
Man, I say, I mean, it all depends what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? If you go to Thailand, you know what I'm saying, they don't really speak English like that. They do, but they don't. You know what I'm saying? If you wanna have a bridge on communication more so, then you would go, you know what I'm saying? I say go to the Philippines first. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
If you want to communicate a little more better.
When you went to Thailand, was infrastructure one of the reasons you went?
Hell no.
That's what I see.
I ain't thinking about no damn infrastructure. You know.
Wait, guys, I think we got Hey Kano on here. He says he's in Nicaragua right now. Oh yeah, he said, "Hey guys, I'm in Nicaragua. I'm busy having a great time." Tell us a little bit something. Put one of them. Come on the show and show us what you got down there. What you got going on, Mike? Hey, Michael Dorsonville, he said, "Stay humble, Calvin. Whatever happened to you?" No, I mean, I'm just telling you that. I know how to ring the bell. What's wrong with that?
Cal, you intimidating them, Cal. Them men ain't used to ringing no bells, bro. You intimidating them, don't you get it?
Yeah, you trying to scoot away from you and shit.
They ain't used to that.
Insignificant.
They ain't used to that. You hitting something, you hitting them under the belt, man. They sensitive right there.
Get back over here.
Bruce Lee says my Filipino wife was already in the UK for 3 years. I would have preferred to have met her in the Philippines, but without meeting her here in the UK, I probably would never have gone to the Philippines. So have you been here before, Bruce, since y'all been married? Have you come here?
Bruce Lee, I'm your biggest fan.
Yeah.
You know Bruce Lee?
Only from TV.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Michigan by way of Southern Africa. Some people may want to validate that from your wife if it's true.
He calling you out, Cam.
She don't hurt, I think, but I would, I'm just trying to be as honest and open as I possibly can. Because this is an adult channel, guys. She told me, a lot of the information that I get has been from my experience here. And I was just asking her, I said, in relation to love making, is there a difference between Philip making love with a Filipino man, because she's got 2 children by a Filipino man and a foreigner? She said, yeah. She said it's a big difference. And this is from her, not me. I'm not saying it. And she just said, I asked her, I said, have you ever had an orgasm before? And she said, yeah, 2. And she was 36 when I met her. Okay, Danny, what's going on? He says, a Filipino is a whole different sexual experience than any Western woman I've ever been with. Let's just say I had more sex with my Filipina in the 3 weeks I was with her than the last 5 years with my ex. Yeah, and see, that's real stuff, guys, because I told you Filipinos they're not shallow, man. They don't play the games that they play over in America. Why do you think they call a woman's sex organ the negotiator in America? Because she uses it to negotiate every damn thing.
Yeah.
If you be good to me, then you can get something. or you may get it on your birthday, the Christmas, New Year's, like that, right?
It's like a weapon.
Yeah, it's a weapon. That's what they use it for.
Yeah, it
And
can be a weapon of destruction too.
yeah, and if you're not good to her, then she denies you that pleasure. By the way, I love the chance. Said, "Wow, 5 years is too long." Now, what do you think, says Travel Block? Because now that's the reason I asked Eileen what her impression was of black men, because a lot of Filipinos over here, they have the impression that black men are aggressive sexually. And because my son's mother told me that, she said, yeah, when they saw that I was dating you, they said, yeah, does he want to have sex every night or something like that? Bruce Lee says, yeah, I've been with her for 8 years now, and I've been to the Philippines twice. We stayed a month each time, Cebu. Her family are amazing. They treat me better in the UK. Yeah, I love Cebu, and I was talking to one of my subscribers today, and that's where he's thinking about moving. And I want to put something out here real quick about this SRRV. I just be talking to the majority of my subscribers and my base. We can't afford to buy SRV, but this guy can. He's rich. And I told him, because he said, Calvin, I see you discourage people from doing the SRV. No, if you've got that money, and he qualified for that classic where you only have to pay $10,000 because his pension, he's got a nice pension and everything like that. Why not? But somebody like me, I don't have $20,000 because I don't have a pension. I'm receiving renewal income. It's a lot different than a pension. Even though it's over $1,000, the Philippine government won't accept it as a pension. So it would cost me $20,000. I don't have $20,000, man. I'm sorry.
Calvin, if you had the $20,000, would you do that?
Absolutely. That's what I was saying on my show. If I had the $20,000 just to put it there, if I could afford it, why not do that? But most of you guys, Buck, be honest, you ain't got 20 cents in your damn account. You ain't got no $20,000. I'm just being honest. Ronin away. Thanks for the super chat. He said, hello, Calvin. How's everybody doing? He said, my Filipino was afraid of the size, but never been more satisfied. She's on my channel. Ask her. LOL. And that's true, because that's one of the reasons why they don't want to fool with foreigners. They're afraid to deal with foreigners. But at the end of the day, this conservative woman that you see at the mall, with every hair's in place, her clothes is neat and everything like that. When you get them behind closed doors, it's a whole different ball game, guys. And when you open up that Pandora's box there, you better be able to shut it. You better be able to satisfy it. Because, that's the problem. We get over here and we think, oh, yeah, No, you cut that machine on, buddy. You better know what you're doing.
Hey, Calvin, how long are you getting your payments for? Is it X amount of years or is it forever?
What are you saying? Whereas I can't hear you.
How many years are you still getting your insurance payments for? Is it forever or is it?
Some of I've got 3 main companies that I get paid for. My WellCare, all 3 of them is lifetime. But after 10 years, it starts going down. After 10 years. So it just started in 2019, January 2019. So up until January 2029, I'm going to get the same amount of money as long as the people stay on my books. But 2030, it's going to start going down incrementally. But by that time, I'm already getting my Social Security because I'm taking mine at 62. You know, if I'm fortunate enough to still be around. And that's one of the reasons I came to the Philippines. I want them few extra years I got. If I stay in America, man, I'm done. Somebody's going to kill me. Cliff and Ruth. No, y'all think I'm playing. You see the guy, what happened in California, right? He tells the guy, hey, slow down. The guy's flying through the parking lot, by the way. And he just tells the guy, hey, slow down. But the guy gets out and shoots him 7 times.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy over there right now.
Oh, yeah.
Cliff and Rue, he said Rue was told the same thing. She thought I was going to put her in the hospital because of bad information. Yeah. Let me put this out here, guys. Some black men have the fantastic 4 inches, okay? We're not all swinging dicks over there. Okay. Yeah, I'm just being, look at Buck laughing. He know I'm telling the truth. Look at Buck.
No, you ain't lying, Kevin. You tell the truth. You tell the truth. You know you ain't lying.
A top hunt said, when you research the places to travel, you check to see what is offered before you get on the plane. You can find cheap exercise with women in Mexico. Yeah, but this is I promise you, I didn't come to the Philippines because of a lack of infrastructure or a great infrastructure. Let me ask you, Lazy Nate and your wife, how long have y'all been together now?
4 years? 4 years.
So you've been married for 4?
Yeah. We met 5 days and then got married by the next week. Then we're already 4 years.
Well, you got lucky, Nate. Matter of fact.
I think so.
But not really, because most guys don't get lucky, but you can get unlucky over here. Most Filipinos are going to end up like that. They're good women.
The difference, the difference between me and her is she makes more money than me. So I know she's not after me for my money, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess.
Gregory Calhoun makes a good point. He said, hey, guys, honor Colin Powell because he was a good man in the United States. Yeah. I mean, I don't understand why people... He lived to be 84 years old, by the way. That's a good life. And I can tell you, probably for the last 30 or 40 years, what a grand life he lived. Yeah, he lived a great life. But you know what most people are going to remember him for, right? When he was talking about the weapons of mass destruction. All the good that he did. That's what people are going to remember him for. That he said he endorsed that war over there, that invasion of Iraq, rather. Says Charles Vontae, do you have Social Security, Calvin? No. I received what's called insurance renewals from my insurance book of business, Seth. I'm too young. But you can receive Social Security if you're receiving it through disability. But for me, no, I don't. King Arthur, thanks for that super chat. He said, for Buck's new wardrobe fund and some pocket change. That's the cheap over there. Buck, do y'all own your trailer or not?
Yeah.
We can pay for?
Yeah, we own it. We own the trailer, but we got to pay lot fees.
Oh, y'all pay a lot of fees. Yeah. Now, does that come with wheels, or you got to buy your own wheels for that?
It come with wheels, Gavin. It come with them.
No, I've never lived in a trailer before.
Never? Never ever?
I'm trying to get some information.
Stop lying, Calvin. You from Kentucky. You grew up in the trailer. I know you grew up
in a lot of rental houses, though, coming up, but not a trailer.
Buck's going to be rich with all these donuts.
Lazy Eye Nate said, what's an expat? Well, you're not an expat, Lazy Eye Nate, because your wife wasn't brought over by another foreigner. An expat is somebody in a foreign country like UK, America, Australia, who he will never go to the Philippines. He loves Filipinos, by the way. He's on those dating sites. He wants a Filipino, but he's never gonna come over here. So he waits for you to bring yours over there because he knows a big percentage of the marriages aren't gonna work over there. So when your woman leaves you, then he latches on to your woman. That's a next step. He wants the next man's woman. He's not gonna come over here on his own. He's not gonna buy a plane ticket. He's not gonna meet the family. He's not gonna buy Pasta Lobo. I mean, he's not gonna do any of that. He's not gonna sign the visa papers. He's not gonna do everything you did, but he wants a Filipino, though.
Yeah, but is that his fault or the chick fault? I'm mad at the Filipino, really.
Because he does everything you do except go over to the Philippines.
I'm mad at the Filipino. Where's her gratitude? Where's her gratitude for everything I've done? Where's her gratitude for everything I've done for her? Where's her gratitude, Calvin? I want some gratitude for everything I've done. I want some gratitude. I want some gratitude, Filipino. I'm telling you right now, if you leave Buck, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. You leave Buck. You let me do all that for you, and you leave Buck, it's gonna be a problem. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Do we got a Buck interpreter over here?
You want loyalty.
Does anybody understand Buck? Because he's starting again. I don't understand it. But no, Buck, really, here's the thing. We're not talking about that, Buck. We're not saying it's her fault because the relationship broke up or anything. But he wants your Filipina. He's when she goes to work, he's always telling her, that damn Buck, he can't afford to take care of you. What are you doing with that old, fat, funny-looking guy from Jackson, Mississippi, when you can have a young man like me? That's the next step, Buck.
Yeah, you're right. He do that. Yeah, you're right. He do that.
He said, what are you doing with that old man?
Yeah.
He can't handle you.
Yeah, he's sliding up on them talk sweet too. I got you.
Hey, Calvin, here's a question for you then, quickly.
He's asking a question for you, Buck. He says, is your trailer in the trailer park?
Yeah.
Or did y'all just get it parked on the side?
It's in the trailer park. We got lot fees and everything.
Or is it on the side street somewhere?
Whatever, man. On the side street. That's not even that's not a mobile home. Then if it's on the side street, you just got you a RV. That's an RV. He talking about RV.
Joseph Perez says, I hear you. That happened to me once. I got wife here. She then left with the guy she first met in Angolese. She didn't have to pay to get her here because I already did. See, that's an expat, Joseph. And the guy who my ex-wife is in a relationship right now. I don't care about that. We moved on. He's an expat, though. He loves Filipinos. He wanted a Filipino, but he wasn't going to come over here and do everything I did. See? That's all I'm saying.
Do you think that's more common with age differences?
102. He just asked me what a next pet was. He said, yeah, she lives in Angolese City, Pampanga. Right now, you mean? He says, wow, Buck, he got us feelings. You don't get that appreciation in the U.S. enough. Frustrating. Yeah. But that kind of stuff can drive you crazy initially, because I remember telling my wife that. I said, be careful over there. I said, because those guys will never do for you what I did. They're going to look at you as just a piece of pee, They're just going to look at you for sex, But she wasn't listening, obviously. Because a lot of women, they're just like men. A lot of times they'll get with another man to try to move on and get over the relationship too. And a lot of times they'll just do it to stick a needle in your eye. They'll do it. Hey, Clip and Ruth, thanks for that super chat. He said, I saw a guy trying to talk to Ruth. I told him to get his ass on a plane and get his own. Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying, guys. These guys will disrespect you. Okay, when I first brought my wife to America, right, and she got her very first job, every single day she's got a story. These guys, they don't, they've never been over here, so they're thinking of a Filipina is they're all bar girls. They totally disrespect them. And, I had to have a few words with a couple of them. Like, man, she's married. She done already told you she's married. John Dez is Hang Out Haven. Thanks for the super chat. He said, Cal, I don't know your email to request a link to the panel. My email is okay. Here's mine right here. Because I promise you, man, I get so many emails, I can't keep up with them, man. It doesn't mean, I'm some big shot or nothing. But it's probably easier if here you go, Sean. Now, you still on the hamster wheel, Sean, or you jumped off the hamster wheel? Because next week we're going to have an all hamster wheel show. Bruce Lee says they'll just use them. My wife gets so much attention when we go out, it pisses me off, but I understand why, because she's a Filipina and very attractive. Yeah. And see, that's the thing. She's exotic in America. I don't care what, I know exotic means something different over here, but in America, Filipinas are exotic, man, and guys have never seen them before. They only see them on TV or what they uncle who was in the Navy back in 1973. And then when they see one in real life, man, it blows their mind. Because my wife, my ex was 36, 26, 36, man, with that long flowing hair, that beautiful skin. And the guys had never seen anything like that before. They thought she was the Catwoman or somebody like that. Lynn San Diego 102 says that would be fun to watch the All-Star X Hamster Wheel episode. Yeah. And by the way, Lynn San Diego 102, it was her idea to start the panel. So let me ask you, Wes, do you plan on bringing your wife to the UK? Are you coming here to live?
I would like to go to the Philippines for at least a short time, a couple of years or something. That just depends on income, but I think generally she would like the idea to come here, but I don't think she really knows what to expect. And if I'm being honest, it's not as glamorous as maybe she might believe. So yeah, it's one of those really.
Well, I think she probably wants to go to the UK, probably as bad as you want to come here. And there's nothing wrong with that, really, but
of course.
I would suggest to some guy, because I always get a pushback like that when I say, look, man, be careful when you take your girlfriend back to your home country. She'll turn into something that you're running away from in the first place. She'll become a Filipino American. And he says, well, I want to show her a new life. Well, you can show her a new life over here. There's a lot of places in the Philippines that your girlfriend or wife's never been.
Yeah,
this place
exactly.
got a lot of places to go, man, that she would really enjoy.
That's why I'm trying. That's why I'm trying to learn the cybersecurity thing, so I can step away from my business in the UK and give myself the freedom to be anywhere, really. Yeah, I'd like to have the option.
Yeah. Let me remind y'all of something. My wife had never slept on a mattress before. She had never taken a hot shower before. She had never experienced air conditioning before. This is what you're bringing back to the United States when you rush over here, marry somebody for 2 weeks, and take them back. You have no idea where they come from. You don't know the culture shock that they really experience, man. It's really a culture shock. Yeah. And then when you have problems, you're going to wonder, she starts getting homesick, it's a lot, man. You run a lot of risk, man, and at that time
Definitely,
I couldn't afford to stay here, so I had to bring her back. But if I could do it all over again, man, I wouldn't have brought my wife over there initially because it was too much for her, really.
Hey, Calvin. So,
Yeah.
so what's the first thing you suggest a person does that's planning on coming to the Philippines after they jump off the hamster wheel? What's the first thing they should do? What's the focus point?
I would say do an exploration trip here, Bobby, to see if this place is, right for you, and to try to find your sweet spot here. That's what I would suggest. Make sure you got your passport. See, now is the time to do all that stuff. Get a passport because you need a valid passport with at least 6 months left on it before the Philippines will let you in here. As far as trying to learn the languages and all that before you get over here, I wouldn't even worry about that until I got over here. But I would do an exploration trip, Bobby, because some people just can't deal with a lot of the culture shock they're facing when they get over here.
All right. Well, from what I understand, there's a whole lot of sweet spots. Now what?
Yeah, and it depends on what you want. See, I don't go out anymore. I don't go to the bars. I don't do a lot of that stuff. I like the beaches. I like to go to the beach. And I was talking to a guy today. He said the same thing to me. A lot of times I don't even get in the water, but I just like to walk along the beach. I like to look at the water and, be by the beach, feel the breeze and all of that. So that's what I'm saying, Bobby, as far as the sweet spot. That you want to do, what you like to do, bring that over here because you're going to need it. You want to go out, I say Cebu, Manila, Dumaguete, Angeles City, Olongapo, Bacolod City, Iloilo City. I would say those places like that.
Man, honestly, I'm actually really interested in seeing some of the mountainous areas.
Yeah, but see that the Philippines has some of the most beautiful mountain ranges, but they never get any credit for that. When you think of the Philippines, you don't think about mountains, do you?
Right, that's true. That's true.
Well, you tell us all the time.
Huh?
You tell us all the time, Calvin, about the volcano right behind you.
Yeah, I know. But hell, he said, Thomas King said, what are you drinking, Buck? Probably some corn whiskey or something like that. What y'all make down there, Buck?
We make that moonshine in Mississippi, baby. We make that moonshine down there. We make it.
Now, Simply Aka says this, Bobby, and she's a Filipina, as you know. She lives down in Florida, Miami, I believe. She said, Bobby, that's a great question. Doing your research is a priority. Know where you want to go and what you want to do there. Be wise and bring your character. Now, don't forget, she said, don't forget your patience. You're going to need that when you get over here.
Copy that. All right.
Take your time.
This is a great question. And it I'm going to kind of give you kind of a view of what my next video is. He says, I'm a simple woman. What does that mean? It just means that they like a simple life over here. When you get over here to the Philippines, you're going to see that they don't have a lot of extravagance. You don't have to. I did a video about trying to leave with your wallet with a lot of Filipino women. That doesn't impress them. They like a simple life. Sunday is family day over here. They go out to eat, and usually they'll go to like the park or somewhere like that, the beach. But my next video is accept me as I am. See, that's the Filipina anthem. But it goes deeper than that, guys. Because if you go on a dating site, any dating site, majority of these Filipino profiles, they're going to say, accept me. I want somebody who's going to accept me as I am. But they don't really know what that means, just like he's saying, I'm a simple woman. What's that mean, lazy eye Nate? What's that mean to your wife? Tell her to tell us what that means.
Simple woman.
Yeah, what's
Well,
that mean?
I don't know. Like maybe, as for me, am I a simple woman? I don't think I am a simple.
I think you are because you don't like fancy clothes and all that.
Yeah.
Stuff, right?
So I guess it's not about those fancy stuff, the expensive stuff. We don't like branded stuff. I mean, there are people, mostly Filipinos are like kind of branded as social climbers, so we do like branded, but of course in living day-to-day life, you won't be able to afford those stuff. But being a simple woman is most likely because we don't ask for more than we know we can't afford, you know? You get me?
Okay, Eileen, what's that mean to you? What's that mean when a Filipino says, I'm a simple woman?
Simple woman.
Simple lifestyle.
Yeah, it's just a simple lifestyle. As long as you're not starving. You know, you don't have to give me a lot or expensive stuff. As long as you're making me happy, and I can see that we have a good life. That's it for us. You know, we don't make our life complicated.
Yeah. So do arrogant men, is that a turn off to Filipinos, arrogant men who come over here flashing their money, flashing their status and everything? Is that a turn off to Filipinos?
Definitely. I don't know. I'm just talking for myself, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
it is
Yes,
a
true.
big turn off. It's like, what are you trying to imply? Like I can't work myself and like earn this much as you can. So it's just like, like to brag stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
people will think
And
that you're trying to get
that's what I'm
their
trying to
money.
get at. See, instead of impressing these women, we really make them feel less than when we come over here and do that, guys. You know, um,
I think that would be a turn off for most women unless their intention is to get money. Um,
So,
the
so
Filipino knows her reputation. It's a bad reputation, by the way, guys. It's not true. Filipinos, the overwhelming majority of them, they'll never ask you for anything.
yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, it's an unspoken agreement, though. Okay, but they're not gonna, they're not scammers, man, and they already know it, and that's the reason they don't do it. They don't want to be. They hate that reputation that we put on them. Oh, they just want you for a visa, a better life. Well, initially that may be the motive, but they're human beings, man. And I'm gonna tell you something. You're gonna be shocked when you get over here and you meet a Filipino, a real live one. I mean, I'm not talking about the opportunity seekers and the ones who are trying to get in between you and your wallet. There's plenty of them over here. But when you meet women like Eileen and Lazy Eye Nate's wife, and I apologize, I can't pronounce your name. What do they call you? I or something? What's your nickname?
Ayuki, Yuki.
Oh, Yuki. Okay, I knew it's something. Every Filipino has a nickname. What's your nickname, Eileen?
Yak.
What is it?
Yak.
Yak.
Yeah.
Oh, not yak. Yeah, because usually double
Yak.
like Don
They call
Don.
me
And,
that. Yak.
Yeah.
okay, yak. Yeah.
Nice. That's a nice nickname.
It sounds funny.
so Calvin, what's it look like? Maybe one of the ladies can answer this, but what's it look like to them if you come to the Philippines as a Westerner and you look as though you need help all the time versus flashing money all the time?
You mean somebody that doesn't have a lot of money?
Exactly.
Well, they probably wouldn't be
Well,
over there in the
What's
bus.
the better of the two?
If they didn't have money, they probably wouldn't be there, right?
Well, see, that's relevant, Bobby, because say for instance, somebody like you with a good job, I know you probably got good investments, good pension, but somebody like me that comes over here, my earnings is about $1,500 a month. I'm not some big rich guy, but to my girlfriend, who was, by the way, her salary is about $7,000 per month. That's, you know, that's good money. That's a good question, but I don't know. You really have to be way down there. I don't think they want to struggle. They're not going to want to struggle with you. They'll struggle with a Filipino man, but they're not going to want to struggle with you, Bobby. That's right. You know, that's too much.
Well, I got you. I got Buck for backup, so I'm not really worried. I know y'all willing to help me.
I need your help, baby. What you talking about? I can't help nobody.
Share the pennies.
Calvin already know, man. You know I can't help you.
Don't put me in that show. Don't put me in that show, Buck. I don't know. You probably don't come over trying to sell weed or something, man. I already told you to leave that stuff at home.
Nick was sacked.
Is this Michelle or Michael Bonham? He said, simply, you are right. My first fiance told me the same. At the end, it was not simple. I think I ran before that simple make me, I don't know what he's trying to say. When my wife told me I'm a simple woman when we met, I said, not again. I don't understand.
So it's just like kind of ironic. Okay.
Eric Williams says, okay, the way I did it was I stayed a few weeks. You know, I loved it, and then I came back. I'm trying to, then I leave and come back. And, you know, as you get older, one thing you're going to realize, that long plane ride will kick your behind. So if you're okay with coming back and forth, because I wasn't, then that'll be a good thing. But I'm going to tell you, man, it's a long way from Chicago. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, but I fly out of Chicago. I'm going to tell you something, guys. That's a long, long trip, okay? And the first time you come over here, you're going to be so hyped up, and your adrenaline is going to be at the height. It's not going to seem that long. But when you go home, you're going to be like, man, what in the world am I doing way over here?
I'm not going to lie. By the way, I'm not going to lie, Calvin. That flight is scaring me, too. I'm like, man, it sounds like a long flight. I ain't never been on a plane that long.
That's why, I always suggest to you guys for the first time, stay as long as you can and bring as much money as you can afford, because man, it's a long way over here. You don't want to. I'm gonna tell you how naive I was when I first came to the Philippines in 2009. My initial reservation was only for 1 week. Imagine that. Yeah, and luckily I had booked it on Korean Air, and they allowed me, because the extra week I added, the ticket price was no different. So they didn't even charge me anymore. They didn't charge me a rebooking fee or anything. I got lucky, man. Moochie T says that Lynn San Diego 102, the YouTuber was complaining, but he is retired. My thing was the meal cost $17. So did not appear to be a big deal. I could not complain. I would not complain over a $20 or $30 meal. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Road to the Philippines. This is Danny, by the way. This is the name of his channel, guys. Go and check it out. He says, when my Filipina and I were together, she never wanted me spending money on fancy beach resorts. I insisted that we went. She would have rather stayed at a $5 hostel. That's being simple. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. We come over here trying to impress these women. But I say it all the time. Filipinos, they can't miss what they've never had, guys. A lot of times they feel uncomfortable. My wife, she didn't know how to read a menu, man. Okay?
Wait.
Thomas King, I am going to the Philippines. To Thomas King, I'm going.
John Wells said, you got Buck for backup? You're Buck.
He talking to you, Bobby. He talking to Bobby G.
All right, John, I'm gonna have to add you to that then.
John Wells got that money. John
Yeah.
Wells got the money. He's my backup plan. John, my
Yeah,
backup
and he
plan.
has a car, so I'm good.
That's my drinking buddy. John
Yeah,
Wells,
but
my
you don't want to ride with John, man. John's a beast behind the wheel.
I can live in your backyard, and John can drive me around. I got a plan, man. I'm good.
Oh, okay, Hollywood baby. This is my favorite farmer. Now, are you married to a Filipina, Hollywood baby, by the way? He said, Cal, I love listening and hearing about the beautiful Philippines, but I would probably never make it over there. Me and the wife, we will more than likely be U.S. citizens for the rest of our lives. Are you married to a Filipina, Hollywood baby? Walter Harris says, break your flight up. Fly to San Francisco, then to Hawaii, then Guam, finally Philippines. Yeah, but here's the thing. A lot of us, Walter Harris, we're afraid of that. We're afraid to fly, period. And then all those takeoffs and landings, which, by the way, is the most dangerous part of the flight.
It is. It is.
So the good thing about, but that's a great idea. And the way you can do that is, if you're coming from Chicago, you can fly United, and they'll go from Chicago to Hawaii. That's 9 hours. Then Hawaii to Guam, which is about 5 or 6 hours. Then from Guam to the Philippines, about another 4 hours. They do that. Lynn Simply Acker says, we grew up with nothing, but we're still happy. We have no money, but we still enjoy time with family. This is Filipino life, and don't complicate it. That's the simple life that she's saying. I'm a simple woman. Now, I'm going to give away one of the things I'm going to talk about. When she says, accept me as I am, she's going to say, accept my culture. We do a lot of things that's going to seem kind of weird to you, but accept us anyway, because a lot of Filipinos, they'll eat with their hands. A lot of the food that they eat, you're gonna cringe at it. You're gonna be like, how can you eat that? But you gotta accept her as she is. That's just how it is, guys. They're different. They're on the other side of the planet. It doesn't mean they're inferior. It just means they're different. So, you may have to accept the fact I like shrimp paste. I like to eat fried fish,
Hell, that's one of the. They get to cooking that stuff. I got to get out the house.
Hey, Calvin, do you eat balut?
I don't eat balut. I tried to eat the juice one time. And see, that's another one, Wes. I'm glad you asked. See,
that scares me.
Some of us, we can't get past that. There's a reason they eat balut at night, okay?
Yeah.
So they don't really look at it, and you hear the little bones crunching sometimes, and they drink and get drunk before they eat it too. Bradley Green says, in my opinion, it's not the flight, it's trying to adapt the time change. Man, I tell you, when you put them together, it's 1,000-pound gorilla, man, that I talk about in one of my videos. When you get here, guys, I know you're going to be happy. Stay around that hotel for a day or two. Get rested up, because if you don't, you're going to regret it.
Hell yeah.
I promise you that. And you're going to be tired for your whole 2 weeks. And that's what I did. You're going to be tired for that whole 2 weeks. And you don't want that over here.
Yeah. Then they're going to throw that tune on you, and you're going to get even more tired.
Layover time. But if you don't like flying, that airtime is usually 8 to 11 hours airtime. It's a beast for those who don't like being in the air for a long time. Yeah. Now, when you start trying to get a deal on a ticket, the layover is going to be longer. Like when I came here in 2018, my ticket wasn't even $600 for a round trip, by the way. But I had an 11-hour layover in Hong Kong. It didn't bother me, though. Because usually I'll pay the extra, but then you're rushing. You land in Japan or Korea, and you got an hour and a half between flights. I didn't like that, man. Hey, thanks, Ronin Away. He says, for the super chat, he said 14 hours from New York to China, 3-hour flight to Manila, half-hour flight to Cloven, 2-hour van ride over the mountains of Lady to Orma, 2 days travel. Wow. Now, yeah, see. Now, you know what you could do, right, Ronan? You could do everything. Now, once you get to Manila, fly into Cebu, and then take the 2.5-hour fast cat to Orma. Because I'm gonna tell you, that 2-hour van ride, I did it, man. These vans, remember, guys, these vans are made for Filipino people. They're not made for you. Seats are so close together, man. Your knees and everything are gonna be killing you by the time you get to Orma. So just you get to Manila, fly into Cebu, and then catch the fast cat. It's only like 2.5 hours away.
They pack so many people into such a small space, don't they? I've seen that.
Well,
yeah, but the seats are so. I mean, it's okay for Filipinos because they're shorter than you. I mean, the seats are real close together. There's no leg room, guys, in these vans. Pumpkin Joe's Philippine Experience says, Eric, I take Korean Air as well. Awesome meals on the flight. Yeah. Now, this last flight I took was Cathay Pacific. It was the best flight I've ever had to the Philippines. Not one time did the fasten seatbelt sign come on the whole 15 hours. Hey, Roger and Esmeralda vlog. Check this vlog out. This is a Filipino couple. They're actually my neighbors from across the street. And they're trying to get more nitty gritty. They're trying to give more of the true Philippine experience. And I kind of suggested it to them, but you know, it's hard to go against your beliefs and your teachings. R68 DVR says the Sunshine Shoulders, when I return, I want to spoil myself in Palawan, Boracay, Surigao, etc., not just Angeles and Baguio. Then I will evaluate the infrastructure. And that's a great place. Vic, have you taken Eileen to Boracay yet?
Yeah, we did our honeymoon in Boracay for 5 days.
Yeah. Where else have y'all been?
Just there at Catalina Island and just here in the Metro Manila portion.
Lazy Eye Nate, have you ever been to the Philippines before?
No, I've never been over there, to be honest with you.
You never been there before?
No.
In the 4 years that y'all been together, your wife hasn't brought you to the Philippines.
Yeah.
My money is not enough to bring him.
The money not enough, she said.
Baby too, so.
Yeah. Everyone would love to.
Okay, let me ask you, AU, is that your name, AU? So you've never been back to the Philippines since you migrated to America?
No, I went back one time.
Yeah.
But not with Larry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my money
okay.
is not enough because I just got here in the US at that time, maybe like 2 years in the US. And
yeah,
what was it? My mom, my family is the one who spent the money for me to get back because I don't have a lot of money savings, and we don't have any savings.
Where do y'all live? Where do y'all live, by the way?
We live in California, in Orange County, a very expensive area. So
Absolutely. Have you ever thought about moving back to the Philippines with Nate? IU?
Yeah, I wanted to. I was saving a lot of money, and then I tried to buy a house, so that in case shit happens here in the U.S., I could bring him to the Philippines and then live comfortably. But it's really hard to send the money to the Philippines so that you could get whatever you want, especially when you don't have anybody else there to trust. I tried to trust a couple people who are so I tried to ask them to let's just buy a house, blah blah blah. And then I've spent so much money in the Philippines to buy a house, and then I just got scammed twice. So I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay, I'm not gonna send money anymore in the Philippines."
Now listen to this young lady, guys. This is the nitty gritty. This woman is just giving y'all such great information that I try to tell you. This is a Filipina. She says she doesn't send money to the Philippines, to people that she knows, by the way. But here we are sending money to strangers.
And you did it twice, right? Two people ripped you off.
Yeah.
In your own country.
Yeah.
Was your best friend.
Imagine
Yeah.
this. If you don't get nothing else out of this live stream today, she just gave you the nitty gritty for the whole hour and a half. You know, don't do it, guys. You know, you don't know these women.
Too, right?
He said don't send it back.
Yeah, she put like $2,000 down on a house, and what happened in the end?
Yeah, the house.
Wow.
And then I put another 10 grand to fix our old house, our family house, so I could get like one spot in our family house, so that
Wow.
but both were like just failed. So I
Oh my God.
had like 20
I hate to hear that.
burned to the wind.
But you're gonna help somebody today with this information, because they don't believe me when I tell them. I say, man, when you send that money over here, you have no idea what they're doing with that money. They're not doing what you think they're doing with it. But hey, King Arthur, thanks for your super chat. He said, Calvin, tell Buck there's no bus service from the U.S. to the Philippines.
One week ride.
Hey, Vic, let me ask you, okay? Let me address something, because you and your wife are here. Does your wife's family beg you for money?
Never.
Thank you.
They never ask me for anything. I'm the one that normally insists, and when I see stuff that they need, I will buy it, and I don't even tell them. It just shows up.
Yeah, why does I'm trying to figure out, because most of the people, John's the same way. He says his wife's family doesn't ask him for money. So where do Filipinos get that reputation then?
I don't know.
Because it's crazy. I tell my viewers it's a bad rap that I've dealt with 3 families over here. They've never asked me for 1 peso. But if you hear all these other guys, when you marry a Filipino, you marry a family. You do, but it doesn't mean that you got to take care of them.
Yeah, not in that aspect, no.
Not in that aspect. Yeah, it's a different. You marry the whole family because they're tight, you know. But don't discourage.
My does get my mother-in-law money and stuff like that, you know, every month, stuff like that. But it's a small amount. Well, to me, it's a small amount. But
hey, Jason Flint, thanks for the super chat. He says y'all not going to keep dropping shears on Buck. He knows what he's doing, and he's had his bus ticket since 2019. So no, but the last live stream we had, somebody said Buck was going to try to drive his trailer to the Philippines. That ain't gonna work. Now, Larry, AU, do you think Larry will like it over here?
Who?
Lazy Eye Nate, do you think he's gonna like the Philippines?
Oh, my husband. I think so. Yeah.
I think I like the woman, Calvin. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Filipinas
You
are
don't
really
think?
She's like,
Would you
I don't
get
want to
jealous?
bring you there because, like, you might need
Don't have
to
a hard
meet another
time.
woman. I'm like, that's fine with me. I don't mind, you know. You meet another man along the way. It's all good. Now I'm just playing, but yeah.
Would
Yeah,
you get jealous? Would you get jealous of Nate?
We've talked about it a lot of times. Of course, initially, of course, you're gonna be jealous. That's human nature, you know. Even if
Yeah.
he's the one seeing me with another guy, of course he's gonna get jealous as well. So it's just like, you know, human nature. But if he wants, then go for it, right?
Okay, Sean, thanks for the super chat. Said, Cal Dad's here. She needs on the panel. Okay, let me send her the link. Put her email down here because she never sent me her email, Sean. She never did. Put her email here, Sean, and then I'll send it to her now.
Hey, Vic, where did you live in the Philippines?
Where do I live now?
Yeah.
I live here in Laguna, Calamba.
Where,
And we have a house in Cavite, General Tres. JS.
Yeah.
where exactly is that? Like Central Luzon, or where is that?
Yes.
National Capital
South
Region.
Luzon.
Okay. Okay.
Like in the middle.
Wow.
Yeah, kind of in the middle.
Now this is
Not that far
interesting
away
right
from
here.
Manila.
Clifton Rue, thanks for the super chat. He says, just experienced our first issue yesterday. Rue's aunt chose a place for lunch I didn't want. They expected me to pay. Rue made them pay. Now, this will happen, guys. I mean, this is just, they're going to expect, they're going to expect you to pay because they think that you got money. But as far as her mother and sisters and brothers and stuff asking you for money, if they ever do that, that's a red flag, man. To be honest with you.
Okay, Calvin, if you like her and you want to get serious with her, but her family doing stuff that's wrong, how would you handle that? How would you handle that, Calvin?
Well, I would just move away from the family. I mean, but in most cases, you don't want to move the girl away from the family. You want to keep her close to the family because it's family over everything over here. Yes. It's just you got to let her know. Look, remember I did a video, no is the default word over here. Filipinos don't have a problem with no. Just tell them no, Buck, but mean it. No. Don't say no and then turn around and do it. If they say, hey, can you open me up a sorry store? No. I will if you want to go back to school and get a business degree. I'll do it.
Family bond is very, very strong. Family bond.
Yeah, you got to have a business degree in business management, right? I got you.
Yeah, but that's a big mistake we make. We finance businesses over here for people who have no business experience at all. It sounds good. It sounds good. Yeah, I'm going to open up a piggery, but yet you don't know the first thing about pigs.
That's that Filipino shuffle. That's that Filipino shuffle.
Was it John Wales?
On you.
Was it John Wales that said that he gives his Filipina an allowance, and then if she wants to help her family, then that comes out of her allowance? I think that was John. But...
Yeah, John does that. But you got to realize, Wes, the woman that you're with now, more than likely, she's the breadwinner in the family, okay? So most of her money's going to help her family. Now, you take her out of the family, you got to replace that money.
Yeah,
that's just the right thing to do, because if you don't do it, guess what? She's going to go behind your back and do it. She's not going to let her family starve, man, And what kind of, that's a red flag for Filipinos too. If you meet a foreign man and he discourages you from helping your family, or he don't want to help your family, you need to throw him back and find another one. That's a fact, because you've already come over here. You see that they're struggling. You see how they live. And to say that you don't want to give them $200 a month, come on, man. That's pretty bad, man. That's pretty tough like that.
Yeah.
Simply Aka says, family is everything for a Filipino. No matter how you see married a Filipino means you're married in a family. She won't let you take care of all her family, but she still needs to help them. Exactly. And if you discourage her from doing that, man, you're going to put a wedge between you and the Filipino. That's just the bottom line. I'm telling you, man. Now, Lynn San Diego 102 says, unless she doesn't like her family, she'll be happy to move away from the family. I have never, I'm telling you, I've dealt with 3 families over here. I haven't met a Filipino. I've never been involved with one. And I give y'all my boots on the ground experience, not what somebody told me. I haven't met one that didn't like her family. Dexter Perkins said, Calvin, can I join your panel? Sure. Now, we've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Send me your email, and then, because we're going to have another panel, because I'm going to shut this one down at 11:30 because I got to go to this therapeutic pool that we're going to for my knee. Here's the lady pulling up now, as a matter of fact, but I'm going to still stay on it for a while. Hey, Wall Street Bets, thanks for the super chat. He said, Buck, you look thirsty, bro. Get some water. Well, they water probably turned off over there. Buck ain't working. Where you work, Buck?
Cal, you know I work, man. What you mean? I cut yards and stuff. I cut people yards. And...
So you're not working.
I work. What you mean? I work, man. Don't say I don't work. I work. I cut yards. I do yard work.
How much you charge those people? $2 for them little plots of ground over
there? The minimum I charge is $60, Cal. That's the minimum, 60.
Jeez.
Man, that's a lot of money, Buck.
Yeah, 60 is the minimum.
Especially if he services the whole park.
There's this Hang Out Haven says, hey, at Sunshine Shows, I understand what you're trying to say. I'm not saying she should not send any money anymore. She will still help them whether you like it or not. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. You're not going to stop the Filipino from helping her family. The Orchid King says Calvin is $40 to $50 a month. That's kind of being a little stingy, man. You know, just double that. I mean, really, though, really, okay. Now, say, for instance, if your wife is earning $7,000 to $10,000 a month, and you take her out, y'all move to America, move to another island in the Philippines, why not give that back, man? It's not a lot of money, guys. To be honest with you. Ron Bill said, Calvin, you having tennis knees. Yeah, now, I made a big mistake, guys. I'm in great shape, but I made a big mistake. I played 28 games of tennis in a row. I'm 58. I never should have did that, but I was already loose, and I thought, well, I'm not going to have a problem with this. But, yeah, I overexerted my knee, and it swelled up on me. It's going down, but, man, that was last week. Yeah, Hang Out Haven said, yeah, $50 ain't going to get it. She said, don't give anything then. Yeah, that's being too cheap, man.
Well, hold up, Des Hang Out Haven. Hold up. Now, you can't tell nobody how much money to give now. I mean, what if all he feel like he can spare $50 a month? That's pretty better than nothing, ain't it?
Yeah, but you got to realize, Buck, he's taking the breadwinner out of the family.
Well, I tell you what, you just keep working then, Des. You keep your job. That's what you do.
Okay, now that's a great idea.
See, we're going to fix this. We're going to fix this right here. Since there ain't enough money, I tell you what, Des, you just keep working. You just keep working, and I'm expect you to still do the same thing when you get home and take care of the house, take care of me, do everything. You just got more. I got a problem with it.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll be good in America, but if you're in the Philippines, Buck, that ain't gonna happen because she's gonna have to work 10 to 12 hours a day. She ain't gonna have no time for you.
10 to 12.
Yeah, 10 to 12.
Yeah, that's a long time, but still, that's okay. She'll fit me in somewhere.
Ronan Away, thanks for the super chat. He said, you take your Filipino anywhere, but her family will know how to use Facebook and ask almost every week. We help, but we're broke after building the house. And, you know, I'm just, unless they asked her on the sly and I don't hear about it, they just never asked me for anything. They may be asking her. You make a great point. But I'm sure she would tell me. Because I like to know. I don't want you doing anything behind my back. You know, I don't have a problem, as I told you guys many times before, when I've met these girls. I went to their house. I met their family. I see how they live. What gutless, spanless, soulless, cold individual wouldn't want to help the family? You don't have to go broke doing it. But see, that's Western thinking, man. When we bring you, that's the cultural differences that I tell you about. You got to learn the culture over here, man. You cannot not help that family.
Hey, Calvin, here's a quick question for you then. With that in mind, like you've just said, would you be, like, if you turn up to their home and you're trying to give them handouts, would that also be seen as You know, like you're trying to be a savior, you're trying to be a big shot, you're trying to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they can lose face that way, Wes, but there's a way that you can handle that.
Yeah.
See, you know, you wait until it's all over, you get ready to leave, you give the money to your girlfriend and say, here, give this to your mother.
Yeah.
You don't go in there pulling out money and say, here, you're gonna make them lose face, and you may not be welcome there anymore. I wouldn't do it like that.
I only do it with the kids.
The money
Nieces
to
and
your
nephews.
girlfriend and say, look, give this to your mother.
Yeah.
See? But yeah, Lynn San Diego said, you know, it's better not to give if you're just going to give $40 or $50.
That's Lynn. How dare you, Lynn?
Daryl Fulmore says, you may not can stop them, but you can stop what you do. But ask, do you really want to fight that fight? Yeah. Yeah, you can ask her not to help her family, and you may even get mad about it. But really, do you want that fight? Like Daryl says, if you really want to start having problems with your Filipina and have her start looking around for a better option, get in the way of her helping her family. That's the easiest way for her to start making an exit plan from your cheap ass. You know, because if you're Filipina and you looking at me right now, and you're with a man who doesn't want to help your family, you're probably with the wrong man.
Say, Calvin. I just got it.
Buck, it don't take a whole lot over here to help a woman. We're not in America.
I'm asking the same question. I said in the beginning, what if he can't really afford that much to give, and he doing the best he can with the $50? You telling me that I'm doing the best I can with the $50 helping your family? You rather for me not to help them at all than to give you the 50?
Because she's going to help. She's going to help.
Well, that's fine if she help, but then if she's looking for a different man, she don't want me no way.
No, you're making 2 or 3 different conversations now, Buck. I'm saying this. If you're with a man who doesn't want to help your family, you're probably with the wrong man. It's the culture over here, Buck. She's going to help her family. That's what I'm saying. And you're not going to get in her way of that.
I got that.
Can I tell you something that my Filipina said to me? She said, if you're not willing to help with me and my family, how could I trust you with kids in the future, with our kids in the future? You know, if you're not willing to help my family that I grew up with, what good are you going to be for our own family when we decide to build it?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. Kids don't cost no money. Kids ain't never cost no money. Kids don't cost no money. Kids ain't never cost no money. Kids don't cost no money. Kids ain't never cost no money. Kids don't cost no money. Kids don't cost no money. Because if them poor people in the Philippines can have all them kids over in the Philippines, they having all them kids on $140 a month. Stop and think about it. Now stop and think before you say something. They having all them kids for $100, $140 a month income. You telling me that kids cost that much money? Kids don't cost no money, bro.
Oh, it costs some money, but you're wrong about that one.
Bro, you're wrong about that. You're not from the Philippines.
Yeah.
It costs
might
money.
look like the Philippines where you live, but you're not in the Philippines, bro. It's a whole different culture.
Also, don't forget that they live off the land as well. They have their own.
The whole point of her trying to be with you, a beautiful young Filipino, by the way, with your fat black ass.
Wait a minute.
I'm being honest. The same with me. I could turn that around. I could turn around, but I can say that about me.
I'm not taking it from you, Calvin. I'm not going to take this from you today. I'm not going to take it.
Listen. I could say that about me, Buck. I'm saying, what would a young, beautiful Filipino want with my black ass? I'm not rich. The whole point is I can help her to live a better life. If she's not going to struggle with you over here, man, I'm just telling you the truth. She would rather struggle with a Filipino man. So try to help her. You just do what you can. Okay.
Yeah.
Now Sean's Dez is Hangout Haven. This is Dez's Hangout Haven's boyfriend, by the way. He says, I sent money to Des to help her channel, and she got a little tampo. She likes being independent. Well, that's a fake tampo, okay? Because she needs your help, and it ain't that much independence in the world. Yeah, she don't want you coming over flashing money, being arrogant, but trust me, did she send the money back to you, by the way, Sean? I don't think she did. She's not going to send that money back. All right? Philip, now this is a good one. He says, I gave my wife $100 a week, and if she gave it to her family, that was up to her. That's what John does, and I think this is a good idea, guys. I mean, it's just how it is. Now, once she starts working, now that's her money. It's not, because the guys be like, oh, no, that's our money. But I'm going to tell you, on these Facebook groups, this is where I had my problems. That's why I had to get off of them. Because guys are real stupid over there, man. Don't want to help these girls' families and stuff. I'm like, man, y'all crazy. What kind of family, who raised you is what I'm saying.
Who raised you?
Hey, Crypto Joker, thanks for the super sticker. Yeah, you're going to come over here to the Philippines. The Philippines now. This isn't Los Angeles. This isn't Chicago or something like that. The Philippines, by the way. And you marry one of these women here, and you don't want to help the family. So what is the whole point then? Is all I'm saying. You're not living up to your side of the bargain. There's an unspoken agreement that says, hey, you're going to help me, and you're going to give me what I want, and I'm going to give you what you want. All right? Does anybody, any of the Filipinos have a problem with that? Now, Lazy Eye Nate, his situation may be different. He met his woman in America. She already had the new life. She already had the visa and everything like that. As a matter of fact, she earns more money than him. And his situation is different. But Eileen said this at the beginning. She said, yeah, the whole point of trying to date a foreigner is, maybe he can give me a better life.
True.
Is that right, Eileen?
That's true. Why would I stay with a man that can even help my family? I would rather work than to be with that man.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how it is.
There's many nice-looking Filipino men over here that she could have if she just, if that's the case, if she just wanted a man. There's men that look better than you over here, by the way. Ronin away, thanks for that super chase. I forgot to mention that her mom and dad live in the house I basically built for them. They were about to be homeless, but she has 4 brothers and 2 sisters. Yeah, I mean, it's just something that, guys, it's just something that you have to search your conscience for. I couldn't consciously sleep well at night, knowing that my wife, the woman that I love, by the way, because I married her, obviously, and I care about her enough, and know her family's over there struggling, man. I don't know how y'all do it. I won't do it. King Arthur, thanks for that super chat. He said, Buck, are you going to ship your trailer to the Philippines? No, because he's still paying on it. Buck don't own that trailer.
It paid for. I paid for it. What you talking about? I ain't got number lot fees. I told you, number lot fees. It's paid
You
for.
got a double wide or just a regular trailer? Buck?
Nah, it's just a single wide.
How long is it?
16 by 80.
Oh, okay, yeah. Clayton Murray said, give what you're comfortable with. Don't be manipulated into it because a fool and his money are soon party. Yeah.
Thank you, Clayton. Thank you.
No, but see, Clayton is saying something totally different from what you're saying, Buck. He's saying what I'm saying. Filipinos are not going, their family is not going to ask you for anything, but that's part of the agreement, the unspoken agreement.
It's like compromise.
Yeah, I mean, Why do y'all think that you can come to the Philippines and get something for nothing? You can't get something for nothing in America, but you want to come over here and get something for nothing. By the way, a beautiful, young, sexy Filipina, and you don't want to help her or help her family. Man, y'all better stay on over in the West with that. Don't come over here because y'all going to make us look bad.
See, this is the thing, because we don't want a Western woman because of how they are now. So we have an expectation of the Filipinas. So almost you've got to provide what they need as well. It as a compromise, you know, they get what they want, we get what we want.
Exactly. That's the unspoken agreement. Okay, now here's Be Real. He said, Cal, it's one thing to help their family. It's another for the Filipino to expect you to bring her whole family out of poverty. Set boundaries. Yeah. And see, you're saying something totally different. And this is true. Set boundaries. But if your Filipina is earning 10,000 pesos a month, you take her away from that family, which you are, whether she becomes your living partner or your wife in America, you're taking 10,000 pesos out of the house. Just put it back. Just replace the 10,000. Is that asking too much? I don't think it is. I'm not saying be a fool, you know, because the money that you give them, guys, look, a lot of them they're not used to that type of abundance. Man. So they're gonna waste it. If you said, you know, like one of my subscribers gave the woman 3 million pesos, man.
Man, come on, Calvin.
Who, by the way, was earning about 280 pesos a day. He all of a sudden gives her 3 million. What kind of problems you think that's gonna create?
Yeah, but Cal, it's a thin line, Cal. It's a thin line there. See, you on one hand you saying, Buck, don't be too cheap. On the other hand, you tell the next man, don't give too much money. See, it's a thin line there. It's a thin line, but see, you can't expect every man to know how to walk that line. And then you got some men who just can't afford to splurge like he can, giving 3 million pesos. Like, I can't even afford to give no chick 3 million pesos, so I know I can't do it.
It's not a thin line, Buck. You're saying something totally different. I'm saying replace whatever you take out of the house.
I heard that. I heard you, Cal. I heard you.
Okay. And by the way, you're married to her. This guy who sent the 3 million, Buck, he's never met the woman before. See, you're trying to come in here with that old third grade philosophy, man. It's not gonna work, man.
Third grade.
You're not even listening. This man has never met the woman before and he gave us 3 million pesos. We're talking about our wives and our girlfriends and our living partners. People who we've established relationships with, who we love and care about. Do you think you can help her family? Or can you look at her? Can you look at her in the eye, you know, and honestly say, I'm not going to help your family?
No, I can't, Cal. And I said I would. But I said I'm going to give what I can. I'm going to give what I can. That's what I said.
The super chat, Crypto Joker, he says, I'm always sending my Axie scholars out there between $50 to $500 for their birthday. And I mean, see, that's a whole nother story right there. That's sort of like your working for you, right? But that's a noble thing to do. That's a lot of money, by the way. Moochie T says that Calvin playing the devil's advocate here. What happens to Filipino husbands who cannot financially help the wife's family? Just curious. Well, first of all, it's a whole different culture over here. When the state, for instance, I'm gonna just tell you my experience. Mm-hmm. My wife's brother is in the army, right? Before he was married, he was helping his family. Once he got married, the money cut off. Now he's helping him and his wife. See? But it's a whole different culture. They don't have, you know, much to give. They know when the lady's gone, yeah, they're going to help the family the best they can. But we're talking about you. We're not talking about the Filipino man. We're talking about you, Moochie T, because she's with the Filipino man. They have that common bond. They have that struggle. She already knows he don't have anything to give. But you, on the hand, you do.
Yeah, but he don't.
Guess what, Moochie T? She's probably going to keep her job. She's probably going to continue to work when the Filipino man dates and courts her and marries her. You, by the way, you're going to stop her from working, more than likely.
Yeah, but what if I say she can keep her job? Let's just let her go work.
We will find a job. She will find a job regardless to help her family if you cannot help her.
I want to know something. I'm with Moochie T. Come on, Calvin. Stop the show for a minute. I want to know something. How come Filipino man can get us away with stuff that foreign man can't?
What do you mean?
I want an honest answer. How come a Filipino man can get away with stuff that a foreign man can't?
Because he's a Filipino man.
Well, that's not fair to me. I don't feel like that's fair to me. I'm sorry. I don't feel like it's fair.
Well, don't come 8,000 miles looking for a woman then.
I come over here to date a Filipino woman.
Yeah.
You know, don't date a Filipino woman then if you don't think it's fair.
I don't think it's fair to me. That's not fair to me. It's not fair.
Life's not fair.
May I speak, Calvin? Is it okay?
Huh?
May I speak?
Yeah, go ahead.
For Filipina, it's okay for us if if we're married to a Filipino and he can afford to help my family. That's okay because we know how much he's earning. Unlike for y'all, American, we know how much you earn, and $50 and $100 is not that much for you. So it's okay. We will understand for Filipino. That's why most of the Filipino women that's married with a Filipino man, we're working as well to help our family. You know, so it's totally different.
Thank you.
No, it's not totally different. They're just telling me you got different rules for different men. That's what it's saying to me. That's all I heard. I got different rules for different men. I got different rules for different men. That's all I heard. That's all I heard.
It's not different rules. It's the money that you earn. It will not kill you if you're going to help $50 a month. It will not kill you. But for Filipino, we're going to. If the Filipino will have $50, that will struggle our family. If we're married to a Filipino, so why they're going to do that? You know.
So why should the Filipino date you then, Buck? Because you handsome and good looking, or what?
You're right. You're right. I'm a good looking fella. I'm a good looking little chubby fella.
No, I'm just being serious.
She wants a little good looking chubby fella. She wants a good looking chubby fella. She likes good looking chubby fellas. That's what it is.
Michael Dorsenville, this is a great point he's making. If you're not helping the family, your family will be limited. You're gonna need this family one day, man. Okay, you're gonna need the family. I don't understand why would you want to, put a wedge between her family and you when one day you're gonna need them, especially when you start having children and all of that, and her family's going to have your back when you're here. It's family, man. You can't. I'm sorry.
You just need to think how much you're going to spend on a girlfriend there in America. And
well, I don't spend nothing on no girlfriend in America because I ain't got one. So I don't even think that.
That's why you don't have a woman.
I ain't got no girlfriend in America, so I don't even think about no money I'm going to spend on no girl in America because I don't spend nothing on no girl in America. Nothing.
That's why. That's why you're married to your hands.
Zero.
So where's your girlfriend, Buck?
I got rid of all of them. I'm rid of them. I don't want them. I'm through with them.
All of them? How many did you have?
A bunch. I grew up here. How many girls you think I'd have had? A bunch.
Sean Daz is hanging out Haven. Thanks for the super chat. He said, I want my NFL ticket, watching the games, and Dad serving my chicken wings in a bikini. That's the life. Well, that's something that's between you and Dad.
Sean crazy.
Archipelago says, hey, Buck, you got your own landscaping business. $60 a line is good money for me, just saying.
Buck the best.
Buck's on here in front.
What?
Talking about he ain't paying for no woman and taking no girl out. Man. I'd hate to see the women you dealing with.
Buck a good-looking fella. Y'all better take a long, hard look at Buck. I'm a good-looking fella, and I always have been. And I've been with a lot of good-looking women. And I'm trying to tell you what I know, baby. I'm trying to tell you what I know. You hear me?
Hey, Buck, how long does it take you to mow one lawn for $60?
About
Okay,
an hour
Hollywood
and a half.
Stage.
About an hour and a
Okay,
half.
here. Listen,
Hour and a
guys.
half.
This is all you devil's advocates out there. He said, just playing devil's advocate here too. What about the debt that the American may still have to pay back home? Like child support or alimony. His money is truly tight with little to spare after bills. Then what is it that you're offering the Filipina then? Friendship? She don't want your friendship, man. She don't want that. Y'all don't understand it. Why would you come 8,000 miles to meet a woman anyway? It's what I'm saying. There's an unspoken agreement here, guys, that y'all evidently y'all don't understand that.
We understand, Calvin.
The beautiful young Filipina who's half your age, by the way, she's entering into an unspoken agreement with you. She says, I know what you want, but guess what? You know what I want. So if you're going to be with me and get what I have to give, you got to give me what I have to give. I'm sorry, guys. But that's just how it is. So if you don't want that unspoken agreement, don't come over here because that's initially what it is.
Frank Ellis. I'm just having fun. Listen to everybody now. I'm having a little fun, but I'm sort of serious, but I'm having fun. Now, I understand. Calvin, you explained it all to us. It's an unspoken agreement. You got to provide for the Filipino family. I ain't got a problem with it, ladies. I'm telling y'all now, I ain't got a problem with it. But the problem is what I'm saying. What Buck don't have that kind of money Calvin have. Calvin got that bread. See, Bobby G got that bread. Wes got that bread. See, Victor got that bread. See, them boys got that paper. You know what I'm talking about? What if Buck ain't got that paper that they got? You know what I'm talking about? Lazy-eyed Nate. Lazy-eyed Nate sitting down there with all that money. I'm going to come see you, baby. But you know what I'm talking about? See, they got all that bread, but what if I ain't got it? That's all I'm saying.
Buck, listen, bro. We're not spending a lot of money here, man. That's what you don't seem to understand. It's not like that. Yes, we have a lot of money, but we're not spending a lot of money.
What you doing?
And not only that, Buck, but the $60 that you make, the $60 you make per yard, by the way.
Doing all that bread.
That's 3,000 pesos.
Buck, you said that you didn't want to. It took you 1 hour and a half to mow a lawn for $60. So do you not want to spare an hour and a half for the Filipinas family?
Yes. Huh?
So does that mean that you don't want to basically give an hour and a half of your time per month?
I said $50. That's about what I get for an hour and a half. I get 60, 50. That's close. But I said I would give 50 or 60. But I said, he said 200 pesos. I said, what if you can't afford 2,000?
But see, you're saying all this, what if you can't afford 200 pesos, Buck?
10,000. You said $200, 10,000 pesos a month. Well, you said the base is 10,000 pesos, $200. I said, what if you can't afford 10,000 a month?
Well, you're not gonna be able to afford to buy a plane ticket over here.
I already got the plane ticket money. I saved it up already.
He's got that bus money.
What I'm saying is, Buck, you talking all this stuff that's not even real. You talking about this what if and what if you can't afford to pay to replace the money that you're taking out of that family, don't come over here, man. If you do, then come over here and be a giant. Go over to Angeles City and all those places like that. Okay.
Oh, I got you. Don't get no woman. Don't get no woman.
Don't get no woman over here, man, because
don't get no woman.
Evidently, you ain't been listening to nothing I've been saying in the last year.
I've been heard everything you said, Cal. Why you gonna treat Buck like that, bro? Don't treat me like that.
Hey, Calvin.
Like that,
so
I heard everything you said.
This is something I've been thinking about, and the answer either way doesn't matter to me because I'm coming and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do anyway. So if the earnings of a Filipino man was the same, or the Filipino people as a whole was the same as it is here, so would we still be attracted to the Philippine culture, or vice versa?
No, we wouldn't get no women. We wouldn't get none.
You really believe that?
We wouldn't get none. We would not get none, bro. All the pretty boys I seen over here, all these pretty boys I seen over here on these videos. I've been watching these Filipino videos. There's a lot of pretty.
I'm gonna have to. I had to mute Buck. He's drunk. Buck is drunk. He's got drunk, and I had to mute him. But to answer your question, I already answered that. Look, even without the money, Bobby, 96.5% of Filipinos who get married over here in the Philippines, they marry a Filipino man. Okay? The
It's okay. I'll take the
3%.
leftovers. I'm okay with that.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about leftover. I'm saying, so even if they had money, it's still going to be the same thing probably. The 96.5%, they're always going to choose the Filipino man. It's just like any other culture. They're going to marry the man who they have the most in common with. But in this situation that we're talking about right now, they're going to marry the 96.5, but the 3.5 that put themselves out there, they say, okay, we want to marry a foreigner. And then they got to tell you why, Bobby. But the number one reason is they're looking for a better life. They're tired of struggling over here.
Yeah, true.
You understand?
Yeah, I understand. And with that, it may sound funny to some people, but I'm looking for a better life because where we are, it's not what everybody thinks all the time, and that's just the truth. I guess it's in the eye of the beholder, but I'm looking for a slower pace, and if that can be offered to me somewhere else, I'm not afraid to venture out to find that. You know what I mean? So for me, it equals out.
And I'm glad you brought that up because I tell guys this all the time. This is the bottom line. You may think you're coming over here for a woman, but that's not what's going to keep you here. It's a lot the Philippines has to offer somebody like me. And number one is that slow pace you're talking about. There's no hamster wheel for me over here. There's no rat race over here. The low cost of living, the great weather, all of these destinations, man, that you can go to over here. Once in a lifetime destinations, by the way. And guess what? I'm welcome here, Bob. Okay? Initially, when you come over here, you say, oh, yeah, I'm coming over here for a woman. But that's not what's going to keep you here. See? And that's why I tell guys, don't make the woman the focus of your time here. Because if you do, man, you're going to cheat yourself.
I agree.
You don't have to worry about meeting a woman here, man. You're going to meet women. There's plenty of women over here.
A couple of times that I've mentioned that exact same thing to different people that have lived there, been there, they refuse to believe that that's the situation. It's like, you can be honest, you can come and tell us, that you're really coming over here for that female experience. I'm sure that'll happen, but it'll happen, when I'm ready for it to happen. I mean, with everything that's going on for me, I look forward to finding some place that I can start over at my own pace. And then after that, whatever happens, happens. It's as simple as that for me anyway.
Yeah. And, the whole mystery, the whole interest in the Philippines with the modern guys nowadays, it's the woman. But when they get over here, they're going to see it's much more than that. It's much more than the woman. Because, after a while, even that will get old. That's why I say, look, make sure you come over here, you take your time. You meet the right one. It may take you a few times before you meet the right one. But once you do, you can get that old woman stuff out of your head and then go on and live the life that's waiting for you over here. But if you make it about the focus about the woman, you're never going to be able to settle in here because every day you're going to see somebody better than the one you got.
Exactly.
You're like this all day.
Yeah.
You're never going to settle down. So get that run out of you when you come over here. Sure. And then go ahead and settle down, man, But this guy, he keeps wanting to, he doesn't realize what he's saying is what I'm saying. He says, oh, I know 10 couples up there. Yeah, they're part of the 3.5%, man. By the way, that's a lot of people, 3 million people. Those couples that you seeing, the women, they're part of the 3.5%. It doesn't get any bigger than that. It's not a stagnant 3%. It changes. because some of those 3%, they get married, they go to America. Okay, they have live-in partners, but guess what? Somebody else turns 18. Okay, and they enter the pool. It's an ever-changing, but it's the 3%, man. I don't care what you think. This is your ego saying that all these women over here want you. Why do they want you? What's special about you?
Yeah, I agree.
The Filipino man doesn't have. As a matter of fact, he's got everything in common with them. First of all, he's younger.
He's good looking too.
Do you think
they got some good looking men, Calvin?
Do you think that statistics down to them there obviously being so many Filipino men there already, as opposed to foreign men as well?
To say that again, Wes.
Do you think that part of that 96% statistic is just due to the fact that there's so many Filipino men there as opposed to foreign men as well? Or?
No, the 96.5% is across the board. If I go to where you're from, most of the women where you live, they marry local men. Is that right? Or do they come over here and marry men? Or do they come over here and marry men in the Philippines? Do they go to America? You've got that small percent. We're the small percent of the American men that come over here and marry Filipinas. Do you think all American men marry Filipinas? No. I don't know where this guy thinks all these men are coming from in order for the Filipina to have this big, great selection. It's a very small percentage of us who come over here to begin with. You understand? But here's Dez's Henga Haven. She's a Filipina. Let her answer you, Bobby. This is the answer to you, Bobby. She said, that is true. If Filipino men can earn like Western men do, and single moms get the same acceptance from the local men, we will not spend our time dating foreign men. I agree with you, Calvin. See, if all things were equal, why would they want to marry us, Bobby? Why would they want to deal with us?
Yeah, I agree.
So at the same time, what you're saying is true. Don't make the woman the focus.
And also, with that in mind, the cultural difference is difficult for everybody to deal with as well. So they may as well just go with a Filipino.
It's very difficult, but we overlook it, Wes. We overlook it because all men are looking at is the body, the face. You don't realize, man, it's a lot of cultural differences that many of us can't get over.
I mean, I'm seeing lots, obviously, in my relationship, and I've not even been to the Philippines. So it's crazy. It's obvious differences.
Yeah, but there's different dynamics at play. There's a reason why this 3.5% or 5% or whatever you want to call it, it's a reason why they're marrying foreign men. Why would a Filipino want to marry a man that lives across the planet? She can't get there, by the way. She has no visa to get there. She has no money to get there, Wes.
Yeah.
So there's a reason, and this is what the nitty-gritty is. Guys don't want to hear this. Guys like Mr. Big E on here, he thinks he's something special. Dude, you're nothing special. Your wife is with you for the same reason my girlfriend's with me. She wants my money and a better life. So what? That's none of my business. I'm happy. I'm responsible for my own happiness. I'm going to build the life I want to live in the Philippines, and the women are going to be interchangeable. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. That's the nitty-gritty for me. But I'm nothing special. I know why the woman's with me. I think why would my woman, attractive, sexy woman, why would she want an older man like me for?
Because you the man, Calvin. You gave her orgasms.
Hey, Sean, there's this high school heaven.
I mean, come on, man. Calvin said, why would she want to be with him? The woman told him she ain't had but 2 orgasms since she met the man, bro. Come on now.
But initially, Buck, the attraction is what I can do for her. It's like that all over the world, by the way. The Filipinos are no different. We want to somehow look at the Filipino like she's different. What's wrong with wanting a better life? What's wrong with wanting to be with a man who
That's
can
right.
provide you a better life? And then let's see if we can, if our love can grow, if it can develop.
See, the thing is as well, Western women are always looking to trade up as well. So it's just the same. It's the same thing. So
it's called hypergamy. It's called hypergamy. There's nothing wrong with it.
But see, people like Buck, they're always talking about what the woman wants. They never talk about what they want.
I know what I want. I know what I want. I want me
What?
a bad sucker, boy. You look at here. I want me a number 10 dime piece. I want a woman that's about that life.
No, see, that's being, you can't tell us what you specifically want. That's why the Filipina gets what she wants.
What you mean?
100% of the time.
Hold up, I just told you.
No, that's not specific. That's being general.
What you want me to say? Okay, listen, this is what I want.
What do you want, Buck?
A nice woman who about family.
Really? Come on,
I'm trying to tell you. What? When you asking me, I'm trying to tell you, bro. What you mean? Come on, but no, forget it, man. Forget it, man. I can't tell you. You don't want me to win. Calvin don't want me to win. Y'all see this? Calvin don't want me to win, bro.
No, because you're not being honest.
I'm not, Calvin. I'm not being honest. Come on now. You know me and you, we honest all the time. We always honest.
So why are you coming over to the Philippines?
I'm coming to find a nice woman so I can have a family with.
So you can't find that in America?
It's hard, bro, because
Not
these women so liberated. They so liberated. It's hard to find a real wife. You know what appeals to me is the Filipino women. They still willing to be a wife to you. So that's really appealing to me. Because the women in America, they're not really appealing. They're not really willing to be a wife to you. They just stealing good loving. They just stealing that good loving from you, and they leaving you for money.
Why do they want you then, Buck?
Huh?
But there's
they give it
Have
good
you looked
loving.
in the mirror lately? Why do these women want you over here, Buck?
I said they
bring
want
some money over here. Okay,
they want a good looking, a little cute fat boy. Some women like little cute fat boys. That's what they like.
Yeah, okay. You fooling yourself. Hey, Franz. Precio Jr., thanks for the super chat. He says, no matter where you go in this way, you still going to spend money. Thank you, sir. Whenever you decided to have a girlfriend, fiance, or wife. Absolutely. So why is it that we always want to pick on the Filipina and make her look bad like she's a scammer or something when she's just wants a better life like everybody else? That's why I came to the Philippines. I was in search of a new life, a better life, and I found it over here. But nobody's getting on my case. But I didn't come over here thinking I was going to get something for nothing, Buck. You cannot get nothing over here.
I never said I wanted something for nothing. Why would you say that? I said I wanted a wife. I would think Filipinos would be happy because they the ones say they want husbands and they want married. They want a man to accept them for who they are. So I would think they would be happy to be with Buck. You understand? Because I'm a down-to-earth brother. I'm going to accept you for who you are. I just said, what if I don't have the money that Calvin has?
Well, don't come over here.
Look, I'm going to slap you upside your big bald head. Come on.
That's what I'm saying.
What, man? Keep it up. Keep it up.
Don't come over here then, Buck, because they don't want a broke, fat, black, ugly man over here unless you got some damn money.
Man, don't say I'm not cute. You know I'm cute. I'm cute. I'm a good-looking, cute, chubby fella. Don't lie on me like that.
A better life for the Filipinas is just the basic necessities for us. Rather than...
Hey, thanks, Crypto Joker, for the super sticker. Now, what'd you say, Wes? Go ahead.
I said a better life for Filipinas just equates to the basic life for us, basic necessities, you know, security, roof over your head, food in your tummy, that kind of stuff. So it's not like you're looking for a better, but exactly.
Yeah, but see, look at Bobby G. Look at Bobby G. He's sitting back just trying to contemplate. He's sitting back contemplating exactly what's going on. See, Bobby G, the man I'm talking about. See, he's serene and peaceful. That's not Buck. I'm not like that. Well, I'm trying to tell you something, Calvin. I mean business. Look, it's serious, man. Look, me and Bobby G want the same thing, but look, If you don't want to accept it, you don't have to accept it.
Bobby G looks like a photograph. Like, yeah.
Donnie, he look good, all peaceful and serene. He just sit back contemplating everybody like a Buddha. Like
thanks, Soul School Music Lovers for the super sticker. But see, we're not, we're putting all the weight and all the everything on the Filipino. We're not putting it on us. What makes you think that a young, beautiful, sexy Filipina wants us? Why do we think we can come over here and just have her for nothing? She's just going to come over here and be all over top of us. Why do we think that?
I guess we're wrong for thinking that. We're wrong for that, then. We're wrong for that.
Yeah, you're wrong for that. Because there's an unspoken agreement, Buck, that you're going to have to get okay with before you come to the Philippines. I didn't make it up. See? I didn't invent that. I didn't make the rules, but they are what they are. If you want one of these beautiful women that you can't get at home, by the way.
Yeah, I can get one.
Okay.
It's just going to cost me a little more money. It's going to cost me more money, but if I'm going to spend money, I can get one.
A bit more.
Well, you're going to spend money if you come over here.
Because if what you're telling me is true, I can still get one here. I just got to spend more money. Don't laugh at me. Why y'all laughing at me?
You got to get some more yards, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Bobby, don't start on your boy, Bobby G. Don't start on your boy, Bobby G. Man, Bobby G, don't start on your boy. Bobby G, right
here. I can see it now. Buck, we spend his time in the bars in English City. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. And that's why I say, Buck, he ain't got no business over here dealing with the regular Filipina.
I'm coming over.
She's going to be disappointed, boy, I tell you. I would be disappointed. I feel sorry for the Filipino that meets you, Buck, and gives you a chance.
Seriously, Calvin.
Yeah, seriously.
Why would you say that?
You want to feel sorry for it. Lynn San Diego says there's a lot of rich sugar mamas in the Philippines, but they are good looking and certainly looking for studs, not duds. Yeah.
Oh, you calling me a dud, Lynn? Did Lynn call me a dud? Oh, my God, Jesus, Lynn. Oh, Lynn, I ain't going to never forgive you for that one. Lynn called me a dud.
Yeah, Buck's drinking. He's on something tonight, be real. If he thinks he's going to come over here and get something for nothing. Anybody that's watching this video now, you can come over here and live the life you want to live without the Filipina. But if you include the Filipina, you're going to have to take care of her. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with that. Hey, Vic, do you know the language? Do you speak Tagalog, Vic?
Just a little bit.
Say good morning in Tagalog.
Magandang umaga.
Say none of your business in Tagalog.
Damn, shit. I will start learning this.
Lynn San Diego 102 says, no, Buck, you're a cutie, but I think you can do better with a different game plan. Yeah.
Buck is cute. Buck is cute. You heard that. Lynn called it. What different game plan? Wait, I'm gonna tell you, Lynn.
If you come over here with your game plan, if you come over here with your game plan and you are successful, I'm gonna have to just get rid of my channel. Sean, Dez is hanging out Haven. Thanks for the super chat. By the way, it's just Dez is hanging out Haven's boyfriend, guys. So y'all can quit flirting with Dez and all of that, guys. He's got a boyfriend already. He said, Buck, I'm 6'5". Filipinos are scared to date Godzilla, bro. Are they? Now I'm gonna tell you, Filipinos are tough as nails. That we don't scare them.
They'll chop you at the knees.
They'll cut you in half. Okay. He says, take care of her, not the family. But if they stuck together like that, when you take care of her, you're taking care of the family.
Because she will still find a way to take care of her family.
Big D must have married a bar girl.
Yeah, evidently. I don't understand it.
The trouble is, you don't want your Filipina doing anything behind your back. Once that starts happening, everything's gone. All trust is gone. So you may as well just help out.
Marcus G said, Lynn obviously needs glasses.
Marcus G, I'm not going to take that. Marcus G, I'm not taking that from you. I'm not taking that from you just showing that big ass forehead you got. Excuse my language. You got that big old forehead.
So where do you live, Wes, actually?
Worcester in United Kingdom, which is like in the Midlands.
Okay, now how far is that from London?
About 2.5 hours drive. If you just you just go east from my home, 2.5 hours.
What about Portsmouth? Because I've been to Portsmouth.
Portsmouth. I don't actually know. I've never been there, and my geography is shocking.
Yeah, that's on the coast because in the Navy we pull into Portsmouth. Then I took the tour to London.
Oh, did you? Yeah, I've not been.
Hey, the real Will Davis. He said, "Great channel. I'm in California currently, but we're moving out of USA in January, coming into Asia. A lot of people are coming over here, man, and believe it or not, a lot of people. To answer Bobby G's question." They're coming over here, man. It's not for the women, guys, believe it or not. A lot of men are coming over here because of the low cost of living, man, the slower lifestyle. They're welcome here. Their status is better. They're celebrated here. It's a lot more to it than the women, guys, But I get it when you first come over here. That's what you want because they're beautiful. They're young, they're sexy. But after a while, it gets old, man, Be careful what you wish for. Hey, Big Blues one, thanks for the super sticker. Because after a while, you're going to see like, damn, these are, she's a woman. And if you pick the wrong one, man, you got problems on your hands.
I just searched Portsmouth's on the south coast, and it's the same distance from Portsmouth to London going northeast as it is from Portsmouth to Worcester northwest. It's like a triangle. So, if that helps.
And here's a point that I try to make all the time. See, there's two people. Only the men. We get the scrutiny when we come to the Philippines. Oh, you going over there to take advantage of the girls and blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. It's two groups of people that don't get scrutiny. Western women and gays. The LGBT community and women, they can come over here all day long and nobody scrutinizes them. Nobody says, well, why are you going to the Philippines or nothing like that. But the numbers are growing, guys. And that's what Adam's saying. Don't forget, more and more foreign women are coming for husbands over here. Number one, Australian women are marrying Filipino men like they're going out of style. Look it up. Then it's the United States. Then it's Canada. The top three, man. And women are coming over, getting these men over here for the same reasons, guys, that we're coming over here. But nobody questions that. See?
Hey, wait a minute, Calvin. Are you telling me that the Western women want the Filipino men for the same reason we want the Filipino women?
Absolutely.
But will the Western women take care of the Filipino men? Will the roles be reversed?
They must be. They must be, Wes. If he said they coming over here for the same reason.
It's just that they want Filipino men for the same reason we want the women. They don't get the pushback. They're not as demanding. and everything like that. And, you know, they're younger. They can get a better looking man. Do you think a Western woman want to come over here and get a nice looking Filipino man, younger, by the way, than me, looks better, by the way, and she can train him just like we try to do the Filipino? It's no different, but nobody even questions that. Same with the LGBT community. I'm going to tell you guys, when you go to places like Boracay, now, Hang Lao, and these different tourist places, you're going to see these gay men and women over here. They're over here courting and dating Filipinos.
Hey,
but nobody pays it any attention. Only people like me and Wes and Bobby G and Buck. Only we get the scrutiny.
Hey, Calvin, the whole scrutinizing thing, remember what we talked about some time ago? I want to ask, has anybody come from the West, you know, talk to their friends or families, telling them that they're relocating to the Middle East and got hammered about it?
No, I ain't told nobody. Oh, I ain't told nobody, and I ain't telling nobody. I'm not telling nobody. I'm a grown man.
Yeah.
It's a 100% fact. When you start talking to your friends and family in America, in the UK, and places like that, you tell them, hey, I'm relocating to the Philippines, man. You're gonna get it. Okay?
Yeah, I got it.
Period. You're gonna get it. They're gonna look at you like you weird.
Oh, I did mention it just as an idea for the future, and the kind of the comments I was getting is basically just examining my whole life. Oh, you should stay here for that reason. You should stay here for that reason. And you think, well, that doesn't matter now. So why would it matter in the future?
That's right.
You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because most people have never been here. They have no idea what Southeast Asia or the Philippines is even about. My ex-wife, my ex-American wife, she never heard of the Philippines till I got divorced and started coming over here. Now that's the only thing on her lips is the Philippines. And she thinks, are you going over there fooling with them young girls and are you taking advantage of people? She doesn't even know that Filipinos aren't going to let you take advantage of them and run over top of them. But you're going to get attacked when you come over here.
Yes.
I guarantee you. Now, if I told them, you know what, I'm moving to France, they're going to celebrate it. They're going to roll out the red carpet, hard band, and see me off at the airport and everything like that. I tell them I'm moving to the Philippines, it's crickets, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Calvin.
Out of it, Cali T.
Do Filipino men have tampo as well? I've not heard of it.
Damn.
Answer that, Eileen, or else IU. Do Filipino men have tampo?
Or a version of?
I don't.
Are you asking if they do tampo, the men?
Yeah. Or do they have a similar kind of?
Yeah, they also tampo. They also do that. Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
I wonder how that will go down with Western women.
Oh.
Now look at this. Boom Jay said, when I moved to Germany for almost 17 years, my family flipped out. They waited the whole time for me to return. This time around, coming to the fields, I'm not saying a word. I don't blame you. I was just pack and roll. I don't blame you. Man, don't you know, man, when I came over, I'm an insurance agent, by the way. And we have a community, you know, in Kentucky anyway, of other agents. We all hang around and stuff like that. When they knew I was coming over here, man, don't you know, I was the lowest man on the totem pole. You know, why you got to go over there? You're a loser. And, you know, you can't get a woman in America. And, you know, you hear that whole spiel, man.
Yeah. I was in the middle of dinner, as I was telling you, and that turned out to be a not so great situation. They just don't like to hear it, period.
I don't know why y'all telling everybody. I don't tell nobody. I'm grown, man. I ain't got to tell nobody what I'm doing. Ain't none of your business.
Just in general conversation. You know, you're excited.
I know what you're saying.
You want to share. You know, you're excited. You want to share. Yeah. But I remember what Calvin told me when I was on the way to that dinner. He's like, "Don't do it." And what did I do? I did it, and I bet I don't do it again.
Because you know what the truth is, Bobby. You're gonna be offended because you feel like these people supposed to care about you. They're supposed to be your family. They're supposed to be your friends, and they're going to treat you like that. They're going to talk down to you like you some kind of idiot. That's why a lot of times you can't tell people nothing. Man, you don't treat me like that. You don't talk to me like that.
I'm going to tell you, I got it from the black people, though. They said, oh, yeah, you over there with them Asian women, you should have married a strong black woman. They don't realize I was married to a strong black woman, whatever that means. I don't want a strong woman. I'm too strong. I don't want a strong woman, whatever that means. They never tell you what strong means. But I don't want a strong woman, and it's the reason. The same thing that Road to the Philippines is saying. He said the Philippines still honors family values and morals, and the women are still feminine and not trying to wear the pants in the family. I don't want a strong nothing. You know, I want a feminine woman. You know, I found a little piece of heaven over here. I'm going to hold on to it as long as I can. And I don't have to explain to anybody. I'm 58. I'm not 18. Exactly. I don't have to explain myself anymore and what I'm doing. But I caught it from the black community. Yeah, you could be a married black woman and blah, blah, this. I'm like, man, be quiet.
Really? Tell them, Calvin. Tell them.
Hey, Bobby, with what you were saying about being excited and wanting to tell your family, I've learned something in this life already, which is like, if you're excited about something and you don't want your mood to be crushed, don't tell people, because their opinions, if it's not on the same line as you, it's just going to crush you anyway and demoralize you.
Yeah.
And I found that with so many things in life that I've been excited about. Even my own dad, you know, he'll say something, and if it's not what I want to hear, it just crushes everything. So same thing.
They put that little shred of doubt in your mind.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm gonna tell you, man, it'll ruin everything.
Yeah.
Freddie Sanders said, "Gentlemen, do not listen to those matrix people. Just follow your dreams."
Thank you, Freddie.
Absolutely.
Because misery loves company. They're never ever going to leave that place, and they don't want you to leave either. Now, listen to this. My inbox, I can show you, is full of my friends. How did you get over there? Now they want to know how I did it. How did you go over there and recreate your life, Calvin? No, you said I shouldn't come. Now you want to know my secrets. None of your business.
Yeah, Calvin, tell them.
But it's true, guys. You know, everybody on this panel, I'm pretty sure, especially Victor and, well, maybe not Lazy Eye Nate, because his situation is different, guys. He's different. I'd like to have a whole panel of people like you, Lazy Eye Nate, who met their Filipinas in the States. That would be an interesting conversation, because he's never even been to the Philippines, guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think we could have a really good conversation about it sometime.
True.
Like,
where you from, Lazar? Where you from?
From England, but I moved over here. My mum got remarried. Then I came over here, went back over there, and then I came back over here, and then yeah,
that's what's up.
I've been around. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Whereabouts in England are you from, Nate?
A place called Norwich.
Norwich.
Oh yeah, Norwich. Yeah.
But I've been there though.
She wants to move over there.
She want to move there.
How no, to England?
No, don't come here. Trust me.
California is hell.
Yeah, $2,000 for one bedroom. So yeah, not good.
Follow your weird dream.
Yeah.
Moving with you. What? You know what I mean? You got that cheap rent, you know what I mean?
What the hell going on?
Mate, I'll bring a sister along with
you. Okay, Wes.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask Wes something. How did you hear about the Philippines, Wes?
Well, basically, when my Filipino added me on Facebook, completely out of the blue, and we got talking, I didn't even know the Philippines was on the map before that, really. And then I started doing some research because I wanted to learn about her and her culture and country and everything. And ever since I did that search, I've like fell in love on just been trying to waiting to go there. So it's tricky. So let me get this straight. You're on Facebook and somebody sends you a friend request, a Filipino does. Honestly, the story is it's pretty mental. Yeah.
Hey,
But I mean, but so I mean, I don't understand. Were y'all part of some kind of group or something?
No. Basically, long story short, she's got a friend in Philippines where she lives, which is married to an Australian guy called Rob Westwood. Now, my surname is Westwood. So she searched for Rob Westwood on Facebook to add him. My name popped up, being that it's Westwood. She's seen my profile picture and thought, oh, he's handsome, he's guapo, you know, and added me. Well, just sent me a message saying hi, and I got back to her after a few days, and ever since then, it's been snowballing.
Okay, here I come.
Yeah,
I've got to go, guys. I hate to cut this off. It's getting interesting. But they're waving me in because we had to reserve this place.
No, you go for it, man.
I'm going to bring you back on next week, Wes. Thank all my panel members, Wes, Bobby G, Vic. Wait, y'all. This is Victor, the guy who owns Iskandari Television, man.
Iskandari. He didn't say he was Iskandari. He didn't say that.
I'm getting ready to mute you again, Buck.
I don't care. I don't care.
I'm getting Buck's PayPal account so we can get him a mirror so he can look in it every now and then and remind himself that Filipinos don't want you because you look good, Buck.
They think I look good. They say I look good, Calvin. Don't lie.
He's very guapo.
Eileen. It's nice meeting you. Thank you, Buck. Thank you, Lazy Eye Nate and IU. But yeah, I've got to go to this therapeutic pool, guys. We reserved it, and we only got a certain time there. It's supposed to be heated.
Calvin, are you taking the van?
But thanks everybody for your super chat.
No, Bobby,
my panel today, especially all your support of Sunshine Shoulders. Look for my next video. If you haven't watched the Hamster Wheel, guys, go back and look at that.
Yeah, I love that
think
one.
you'll get a kick out of that. But anyway, the next video is Accept Me As I Am, the Filipina national anthem. It's deep, guys. Okay? Take care,
Marcus
man.
G got a big forehead. Marcus G got a big forehead.
Shut up, dog.
See you later, guys. Thank you.
See you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Take care.